Are we live?
We are live.
Social media things. I need to steal Pedro's. Hey, I'm just gonna retweet Pedro. Hey. I don't know. But everybody's favorite Saturday morning cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on?
Child-friendly cocaine.
Yeah, cinnamon toast crunch. You know.
What? There's got to be like that fucking time stream where there is like, yes, there's like
cocaine for kids.
Yeah, the
cinnamon
kid-friendly.
cocaine crunch. Yeah. Cinnamon coke crunch.
All right, let me go ahead and kick this over to live. What's going on, everybody? We're just wrapping up the pre super shows, and let me go ahead and if you're listening to Discord, we'll be over in the live channel. Click talking about Turismos.
Gran Turismo.
Gran Turismo. And the donut that was too sweet.
That's a children's book. Gran Turismo.
Hickory dickory dock. Yeah.
But like, I'm imagining it's like Gran Turismo, but it's Gran Torino, so it's just fucking Clint Eastwood.
I was thinking like Fast and the Cheerios, but
Yeah, like
That's Fast and the
Turismo.
Churro racing. You know, it's like giant slalom, except with the churro.
sure. Oh, done.
Churro.
All right. So tonight we got a bunch of stuff. We're going to tell you why Steam is like a box of chocolates. There's some Weibo game that Steam Deck, I can't even pronounce it. 64-bit Team Fortress 2, 7 Days to Die's exiting early access, Speedy Golf. Somebody is I don't want to spoil it, but there's been a lot of patches added to the open source NVIDIA driver. And of course, Witcher 3 has gone open source. Just not like they blend
Not
on
the
it.
way they wanted it
No.
to.
Not like this. Not like this.
So I saw old Josh Walrus, right?
Okay.
He's like, hey man, my test machine's got a new, more spacious home. I'm like, wait a minute.
See the reflection of his rug.
Wait a minute. I'm like looking into that and I'm like,
Heck pepper.
no, Jordan, you should be able to go, oh, I know what case that is.
Oh yes, that is the case.
That is the case.
The Obsidian 750D
50D.
or whatever.
He's no, of course. I was like, that's a 58.
Yeah.
Yep.
750D's nuts.
Oh shit. Yeah, that Corsair fan also gave it away. I was like, wait a minute. Oh, and he kept his drive cage in too. I took mine out.
Mine is in there, but I have drives in there, so
Well, it fucking makes sense, right?
yeah.
Yeah, I just use the SSD drives that are on the back wall where they clip in.
I realized that those existed
You
far too
did.
late.
It was on one of these shows we were doing, and you're like, wait,
I'm
what?
like, oh, that's what those things are for. Well, it's too late now.
Corsair's been good like that for all. These are old ass cases too, man. Like that's just like built into them.
10, not quite 10 years. Like
Coming
I got
up
this
on
one
it,
like
though,
five, 6 years ago. About
I'd say 6 or 7. Easy.
it might be again COVID time warp. You don't know. Plus minus 2 or 3 years, right?
Like,
So you're saying 2020 is over now?
it's getting there, man.
Well, you know, there's a game releasing that might indicate that it is the end of time period.
Very well, man. The second last PCs is that your hot rhyme, Scott, or just the general statement?
I also really like the Fractal R series cases. Those are also big and spacious.
Are they ginormous? Or are they as big as the 750D?
I would say they're about equivalent size.
All right. I want the modern version of the 750D, the newer one.
with the forward-facing Type-C ports or whatever.
Oh, I don't give a shit about it.
I don't know what is new about it.
It's new, Jordan.
I gotta upgrade my case every 6 months.
That person probably fucking exists too, right?
That is a real ass human being, probably.
Like, I mean, there's people that this is like, oh shit, it's Friday night. Let's repaste my GPUs.
The people who upgrade their power supplies like really puzzle me.
Yeah, I
Fuck
upgraded
that.
my power supply because it was 8 years old.
Okay, like without a
I
reason.
haven't even done that.
Without a reason. Damn it.
Yeah, it's like, my power supply isn't juicy enough to like handle my graphics card. Okay, that's a reason to like buy a new power supply, right? But like, no, man, I had a 650 and now I moved to a 750. Why?
That's basically the same case, Jordan. I just had to look it up. It's the 7000D.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think it's like. Oh, get the
it has
fuck
an
out
extra-
of here! All right, like
it has an extra
seriously,
fan
is it
slot.
okay? Has it?
Yeah.
Does anybody have a full size tower on their goddamn like that? That's laughable.
Yeah, you know, I like having the wind sucked out of me, I guess. I'm like, if you need it to cool you, but like those fans don't blow in that direction, so I don't know.
The one thing about this case that's different that I like is it's got the vertical mounts for the fucking GPU, which I have no intention of using for a GPU, but it'd be great for sound cards and video capture cards. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you use whatever case you got, man. Like if you're old, like we are, like every case made in the last 10 years is like moon future type shit. With like cable routing and like there's space in the back for cable routing and
Yeah, I stuck my old Mobo, the 6700 K, I think it was, yeah, and the 5700, just in like it was just like a Cooler Master full tower, right? Like there's the fans still spin, like there's no reason to replace it. The front facing USB ports are all trashed, but like whatever, who fucking cares? Get a hub.
I have that like right here.
you should put a motherboard in it.
It has a motherboard in it.
You
Why does it have a
you
fan on the- Wait, oh, hang on. All right, now, okay. I was like, shit, I
Yeah.
thought the fan was the front. I'm like, wait.
That's the cable routing you were talking about. The space in the back for cable routing.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, I mean, it's better than nothing.
Can Nori fit into one of these cases though? Can she like compress herself?
This is a like
Yes, Jordan,
on the
but only
lower end.
once.
On the smaller end
Some
of
people
the
get
mid
tiny.
tower. It's like very short, very tiny. That's why it's on the desk, because I needed something that I could put on the desk so it wasn't on the floor, because there's no room on the fucking floor.
Stack them.
No, you get some duct tape, tape it to the underside of the desk.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, suspended from the ceiling with duct tape.
just a couple of wraps around the top. It'll hold it. You might bump
I
your
need
knees
to
into it
put
every
the
now and
desk a
then.
little higher for that to happen,
just
because
put it on
otherwise like,
blocks.
my knees would just constantly.
And don't make it a standing desk. I want you to be like up here. Have to deal with like TN panel monitors. Like if you get off the center, you just can't read anything on them.
I was gonna say put the computer on the desk, like, and then put the monitor on top of it, so you have to look up like this.
Yeah. I thought when I was young, man, like before like LCDs, I was like, I wonder if one day we'll be able to put like fucking TVs on the ceiling, or you lay in bed and like watch it.
Yeah, or
Now it's completely possible. It's not even like, somebody saw that shit and they'd be like, all right, cool, but I couldn't do it.
yeah, it's like
Like,
it's kind of expensive to do, and like
I don't care like what, like my brain would justify some way for it to fall. It's like, no, the house will just collapse
Yeah.
with it. Yes.
yeah, no. Oh, this is the load bearing smart wall. Oh, good, great.
I'm not gonna roll with it. Yeah, computer cases, like you tend to hold on to those until like, where can we go with PC cases? Is there anywhere left to go? Like for me, like full tower person, like we've peaked? Question mark.
I would still like to see like the smallest possible form factor for a full-size ATX motherboard. Not talking about eATX.
I went looking for that when I was building Rectangle. That shit does not exist.
There's a couple of Buffalo cases that stretch, but you're still constrained by the graphics card. Because yes, you can, if it's just the motherboard and you don't have a graphics card, then yeah, you can get some real fucking tiny ones.
Yeah, you're kind of just yeah. If you want like a chunky GPU, like I guess maybe you could do like an eGPU.
Yeah. Some mid
lower temperatures too.
Some mid towers can do it.
This one's a mid tower. It's on the smaller side of the mid towers just because tiny.
Yeah, but then I think it's like case width, right? Because like you can have like mid towers that are like thin, and I guess that also
the Jackbox has got it's got that same big chunky, but it's that board cube case they fucking made.
Right.
With like even a bonus chamber on the other side that's separate for all the drives and power and shit.
Yeah.
That fucking heatsink has like that. I could not put a fan on top of it if I wanted to. Like it is like razor thin clearance to the side panel.
Interesting.
Not really, but
I don't know. But I mean, I was considering buying one of the board cubes at one point.
It's a big square chunky case.
Yeah, it's a big square. I like squares. I don't know.
I mean, if I was a
length.
fucking teenager, I've already painted the damn thing and like made it a board cube by now. But
yeah.
That's right. Toss the source to your Witcher kids.
That's not bad. 15 minutes, bud.
Yeah, it was 10 on Thursday.
Oh, that's pretty good. Did you play more Outer Wilds Worlds?
I did. I got my ass kicked because that little pea shooter sucks. I need to find a better gun.
There's a laser pistol that shoots like 3 bolts at once.
Yeah,
I think it's just called the bolt caster.
I have not found it. I'm like, I took a bunch of side quests and I keep getting killed by the raiders, and it's like, okay, it's not that my accuracy is the problem. It's literally the range of the gun is too short for me to like effectively engage a large crowd of them at effectively, because they'll just get to me before I can like take out enough of them. So like clearly the issue here is equipment. So now I'm like reading on tips and I'm like, where is a decent gun that I can find? That is not Spacer's Choice.
Yeah, no.
I know the sheriff lady has one, but I don't want to kill her yet because it's early in the game, and that seems like it's gonna screw me over a bunch. So
I can't tell if Strider's case does it not have fans in the front?
I guess not.
God.
Maybe not.
What
or
type of
they're
scrubbing?
just spinning that fast. But yeah, it's the same case that I have. Well, mine's the H510 flow.
You haven't installed. What the fuck's wrong with you, dude? Like, you don't know how to build a PC case? What is it cool with? Hope? Fans are needed? Yes, says you. You noob. Don't even know how to put a case together, right? Gotta have fans. Fanless case. Yeah, go buy some
get a big passive cooler, right? Like,
right?
That's what you do.
Oh, dude, that was my best YouTube comment this week, people. Was my review of the Noctua NHP1, the fanless CPU. Legitimate, not joking, not making a joke. Comment. You know, you can improve the cooling by attaching a fan to it. Yes, you can
attach
absolutely the fan to the fanless cooler, and yes, it will improve the cooling.
I don't think that was ever that point was ever in contest, right? Like, but I did grab the Halo collection because that was like $10.
How many people can play it?
I think 4, if I recall correctly, because it's like console, right? So like 4 seats. Split screen.
Did we got to do anything crazy to play it?
I don't think so.
How big is it?
You know what? I'd never installed it.
Ah, damn it.
Halo Master Chief Collection, 32 gigs.
All right, so we're not playing that in the after show.
No.
1970 Sony amplifier. Dude, I love our audio engineering because some dude was in there legitimately. He was like, dude, I love the bass sound of the speakers in my Honda Civic. Well, how do I wire that up so I can reamp and record?
The HVAC hose into the computer. Oh, jeez.
What did that even go to? Did you just put that there?
It goes to his dryer.
Yeah, I mean, like, did it go outside? Because it doesn't go anywhere in the picture.
Bathroom suction fan.
Yeah.
Oh, is it wall mounted behind it?
Bathroom suction fan?
Yeah, you know, one of those bathroom fans.
We
Yeah,
stuck
I
it
guess
in
the
the
window. Okay, all right.
What was it? Okay, now I see it routed back there. Okay, now I see the... Wait, where's the window? How far did it have to go?
I guess the window is right off shot on the right there.
Fucking maybe. Like... Yeah, you weren't getting much air with that setup.
There's a guy on the other end blowing really, really hard.
Well, I mean, that's like putting a fan on the end of some ductwork like that. I mean, yeah, it's going to wheeze some air in there.
Well, it's sucking, right? So it's pulling air into the case and then...
Did you put a filter on it? Sucking in fog. I don't know, man. I never did any of it. Well, I mean, I built water blocks and shit and water cooled and shit, but we just rolled our own back then. We used copper pipe, tubes, whatever. I mean, it was Frankenstein stuff. But, I mean, heat sinks were crazy in the early 2000s, too. Like Thermaltake or Thermalright, whoever, they were just insane. They didn't really do anything, but damn, they looked good. Like multi-stack, multi-fan blower style things that stuck almost all the way out of your big chunky case. And like the slot A and the socket A coolers. Those were... Did they really help? Maybe. Maybe not. Jordan's over there enabling truss effects.
Isn't that something that The Witcher 3 has?
Probably. It's like, dude, too many games have a hair option. I'm like, I don't think I've only disabled hair options. When I think of hair options, I think about Tomb Raider.
Oh no, it's Hairworks.
Hairworks. Oh, that's
yeah.
NVIDIA's hair.
Yes.
Yes.
Whenever I think of hair
Tomb
effects, I
Raider
think of
had
Hitman.
dress effects.
We had competing hair systems.
Yes, we did. I don't know. Whenever people talk about like Tress Effects or Hairworks, I just think of like the Hitman screenshot.
It's like 104 FPS and 50 something FPS.
Yeah.
Same picture.
Yeah, it's Agent 47 with the hair being simulated, right? Every follicle is checked, and it is no. It takes a minute, right?
Spending all that time, man. We try on the hair. We need toe acceleration.
We need pube works.
Pube works. I mean, all right. Let's go head over to the mod website.
If there is not a specialized breast physics engine like Breastworks or something. we call it silicone because it makes it enhances breasts in video games.
Nah, dude. You see that's one of the submodules that Junk Works.
Right? Yeah, that's what Conan Exiles used, right?
Junk Works, yeah.
And Cyberpunk and Baldur's Gate.
If you go look at the Nexus mods pages for Skyrim or Fallout, you'll get a lot of breast physics engines.
Now that Witcher is open source, I cannot wait for the big titty Geralt mods.
Oh, those kind of already exist, not for Gerald specifically, but all of the female characters have
for Geralt.
really skimpy outfits.
I want Geralt to have some like G cups, man.
Okay, Twerks works. Yeah, like I think we could all just have to have some appreciation for the amount of work that went into the twerk mod.
For Lethal
In
Company.
Lethal Company, it is way too detailed.
So yeah, so someone rotoscoped that shit. They got their friend to twerk, and then they just imported that animation.
Like that is a thick mesh.
Yes.
Animation rigging. Like, yeah, I don't know, dude. Like, has anybody mocap twerking? I'm sure it. Like, I want to see those recordings.
At this point in time, yes, probably
For
someone has
science.
mocap twerking.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
How does that ad look in the paper?
Like it's part of the job requirements. Must be thick with at least like 4 C's. If you are a 3 C of thickness, you do not qualify for this position.
Bowl of oatmeal? Yes or no?
Yes. Would you call it a cement mixer? Would you back that up, please?
If you're just tuning in.
Thank you for interviewing at Activision, by the way.
I'm just looking at that picture that Steve Husband posted, and the sunburn on that dude on the lower right corner. Crikey.
What?
He's
The
very
picture that
red.
Steve Husband-
The man on the bottom right hand side.
Oh,
Yeah.
that dude got scorched.
Yes.
Yeah, the
You can
sunburn
see
on
like,
him.
under the shirt is a completely different color than the rest.
It's like you can see, it's like where the shirt used to, right? It's all white, and then it goes very, very red.
Now, just for his sake, I hope that's just like a permanent, he works out outdoors.
Driver's tan, yeah, that's,
Right,
that kind of shit.
That
Yeah.
he did not just acquire that shit today because like that, ooh,
That's the melanoma, right?
ouchie.
Like, how much Cherenkov radiation did he just eat? I mean,
Told you not to look under mini skirt, homie. Disney. I mean, I feel like theme parks, man. I've never been into the theme parks. I've been to the Six Flags, and I've been to the one down in Florida, but I didn't go to the theme park part. I went to the Back to the Future ride, golf ball fucking place.
I went to Disney World in Florida, and that's it. I don't think I've been to Universal Studios. I never got to propose to anyone after Jaws jumps out of the fucking ride on the tour.
We went to the parking lot of Euro Disney, but it fucking closed. I'm like, all right, whatever.
Apparently in Japan, there's Japanese Disneyland, which sucks, but then there's Disney Sea, and that's the good one.
Disney Sea?
Disney Sea. I learned this recently.
Okay. That's it, though? That's all you're going to give us?
That is the extent of it. That's all I know. I'm sorry.
All right.
Sea is superior to land. Yar, I'm a pirate.
I thought you were like Disney, like sea.
Oh, no, not
the Holy See.
Not like the letter C. C is in like the 7 C's.
I shit you not, Holy See is identifiable as a language on GitHub.
Yes. Wasn't that Terry's?
Yes.
Yes.
Like I saw somebody working on a project, and at the bottom it was like 60-something% Holy See, and I'm like, damn, all right.
I mean, if you're running Temple OS, then yeah.
Well, there's a fork now because like there was a schism.
Maybe,
I think
rightfully
schism
so.
is technically the appropriate term in this context.
Yes.
So yeah. That I believe it accurately describes the events that occurred.
Yes.
What, do we all have like a King James version? Or?
Yeah. Now, listen, all y'all are scrubs. It's Old Testament or bust. None of this errata. Original rules or get out of here.
Gotta go
Let's
back
all
to the
play
original.
Advanced Dungeons and Dragons.
So yeah, if Judaism is 1970s D&D and Christianity is AD&D, yeah. Let's not take that any further than it needs to go. All right.
All right. I think we should be good. Oh, you get more Fallout too.
Yeah, season 2 of Fallout got confirmed.
I still got to watch a first episode. Think about it.
I watched the first 2.5 episodes or 1.5 episodes. I still need to finish the second episode, but I went to the local video store because they made me watch ads on Amazon Prime.
Yeah, they do that now.
They do that now. I had not watched the thing on Prime. I was like, because I haven't gotten caught up on like Invincible either, and that one just wrapped.
Well, you don't have to watch the ads. I'm just saying there's a subreddit with the necessary bits that you need to paste into uBlock Origin.
Oh, well then, that's good to know.
They worked for me. That's what I'm saying.
Whether or not they'll work for me is a different story.
I don't know if they're different bits in Canada, but yes.
This is the whole discussion of like ethical piracy, homie. Like, I'm paying for it. You got your money. Give me my thing.
It's like I'm paying for it. I order on Amazon with some regularity, so fuck you and your ads.
I really hope there's going to be like some kind of class action against that, because like they did that in the middle of the year too, like when people's like renewal in the middle of their renewal cycle.
Well, I mean, your renewal cycle is like whenever you signed up.
Yeah.
There's not like a, you get billed 1 year from whenever the day. There's no clean way for them to do it.
You can pay monthly. It's more expensive, but you can pay monthly.
Back when I signed up for Prime, I don't think they offered that option. It was still like flat $100 a year.
Yeah, it was $99 a year when I signed up billions of years ago.
Yeah, right. Like, and that's right. Like, that's what I mean. Like, yes, there could be these changes. I have no fucking clue, right? Like, I set this up however long ago.
Strider, if you just put some fans in that damn case, you'd calm down a whole lot. Really improve your quality of life, buddy. You should give it a shot. I suggest 120 millimeter.
You never could expect the next season of the show you were watching, Strider. That's never been a thing. Unless it was like fucking Golden Girls or Matlock.
All right, now it's my turn to pee and get some more tea.
Yeah, like how many times, like even growing up, like in the fucking 80s and 90s and shit like that, you're like, where'd the show go?
Oh, it's over?
It's just gone.
And sometimes you don't even know. You just keep getting the same like 3 seasons over and over and over again. And then sometimes some new episodes would show up. Like you had no fucking clue. Well, I mean, unless you like followed the trades or whatever, right?
Like growing up, you had no idea like how many episodes there was in DBZ.
Yeah.
You did, and you're like, I guess it's done because they're just showing the same episodes and they're restarting.
And then you see pictures on the internet of random shit and AMVs of like,
right?
When the fuck did this happen?
Yeah.
Who are these people?
Wait, there's movies?
Yeah.
Like, there was nowhere to go to buy that. No store had that. Like, you were lucky to get, like, maybe a fucking rental of Ninja Scrolls or some shit on VHS.
Ghost in the Shell was at my local video store. Yeah,
Ghost in the
like
Shell,
Akira,
like the big Akira, the big ones, and you'd have, like, Speed Racer and shit like that. But, like, that was it, man.
Yeah, there was, like, the section of animated movies, and then at the very end, there was, like, the subsection of like, here's the anime that we have at the local video store when you had to like go down
and you had to get dubbed too because there was no subtitles on VHS.
Yep. I remember people were hoping that Lost would get canceled after a while because it was getting going kind of nowhere. R.I.P. Battlestar Blood and Chrome. Ugh.
Web series.
Yeah, we got one episode. We got the pilot that got chopped up into a web series.
What about like? See, they'd never spend the money to do it. Well, they might. It depends on who did it. Like, what if we got like a Farscape reboot, or a continuation? Who could we even bring back? The Argo was dead.
Yeah, I guess like it would have to be like Farscape: The Next Generation or some shit, because like enough time has passed that
is
like
Pilot still alive, right?
I think Pilot is still alive. Yeah, Moya made it out of it. So
and baby Moya, what's his
baby
name?
Moya didn't.
Spike or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah. That one died. Yeah, Crichton's still around. Aaron's still around. Shiana.
It starts up with like a fucking pod doing a reboot, and Scorpius pops out, and he's like, "Yeah,
I'm back, bitches."
yeah." Palpatine his ass.
Somehow Scorpius returns.
Like, let's go.
You listen. You got to play more Fortnite if you want to find out how. And again, Strider, after a while, people were hoping that Game of Thrones was getting canceled because it was getting bad.
I wasn't like until about like halfway through the last series. About halfway through the last series, I switched over. Like, all right, let's just get this over with.
Right, like people wanted it to end. It was like, yeah.
And then I was like, all right, wrap it up, and they did. And you know, I wasn't mad at it, but I was like, that was some bullshit. Well, they did the Babylon 5 anime.
Yeah, and that sets up the reboot at the very end.
Mm-hmm.
Which I wouldn't mind. I think B5 would probably do very well as an animated series, because like it always struggled with budget, right? Like.
Yeah.
If you, when you don't have to worry about like, you know, we need to make this thing look good next to a fucking human, if we can just draw everything.
I mean, I think that's part of the show's charm, though, because they had to like go way out of their way to make it look as good as they did.
I'd kind of be into like B5 as Archer, like that kind of style.
Maybe. I don't know. I kind of feel like Babylon 5 was like more of a thing of its time.
Yeah, it was very much that. That was like the thing I felt while I was watching the movie. Like, this is very saccharine for like a contemporary audience.
It's like one of the things, if you watch the new Transformers trailer, I'm like, oh, they're going for the new kids now. Got to get that next generation of Autobots and Decepticon fans going on with an origin story.
Well, for when I was growing up, it was Maximals and Predacons, because I missed the original Transformers. It was Beast Wars for me.
See, I had a way checked out by the time Beast Wars rolled around, and I tried to watch some of that Beast Wars movie. I was like, I don't care.
I didn't watch the Beast Wars movie. The show was pretty good, because it turns out like half the writers on that show were just ex-Star Trek people.
Barbarella reboot. Yeah.
I would want them to get real saucy with the Barbarella reboot, though. Like, I want it to be like in-case level of porn with a plot. Where like you get upset when the sex scenes start happening because there was interesting character shit happening up until that point. And you're like, oh, they gotta fuck again? Damn it.
All right. Yeah, I think we should be good to go. Anybody need to take a leak? Get some drinks?
I'm gonna do a safety tinkle.
All right, I will too.
Safety piss.
Yeah, be safe. It's starting to get hot. It got hot at Thursday. Thursday, I had to cut the AC on. Had to.
Yeah, it got really cold here.
It did not here. It was like 28, 29 degrees.
For the past week, I think the highest temperature was like 13.
I am happy. I cannot go to sleep if it's like 19 or above outside without chilling. Like fans don't work at that point on me, dude. Like we gotta get some cold air. That's all right. Yeah, we did not have a winter this year, really, at all.
There were a couple of days that everything sort of froze over and it snowed for like 30 seconds. No,
I wouldn't want to sleep in the same bed as Ven. He seems very bony. Not good spoons. That's all I'm saying.
I think I only had to cut the heat on like maybe 3 times this year. And like it never got on. It was just like, just cut it on, knock chill it real quick. Put it back off. Never broke out any of the portable heaters. Yeah, I gotta be cold, man, when I go to bed. Like, I don't know, dude. Like, in like tropical, I don't know how people fucking do it.
You have you gotten like one of those cooling blankets?
No.
They work pretty well.
I just got the AC on and go to bed.
I suggested to Nori we get a weighted blanket. She bought one of the 5 kilo ones. It's comfy. It's very, very comfy.
Like the entire thing's just 5 kilos?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's like they're like sand pouches inside.
Mm-hmm.
Or like
I
silicone.
was like, shit, dude. I think I got some quilts that weigh that much.
My weighted blanket is 25 pounds, I think.
Now that, okay, yeah.
But it's like heavy. I gotta like fucking. And it's not so much that it's heavy. It's like its weight is so bizarrely distributed, and like trying to carry it is just like, because then it all sinks to the bottom, and you're like.
The only thing I think about that is like, I would not want to run one of those through my washing machine.
You can. I've done it.
Oh, I'm not saying you can. I'm just saying I wouldn't want to with mine. I'd take it to a laundromat and be like, here, you deal with this. Yeah, I don't like. I don't need like weight. That doesn't like. I don't have a problem going to sleep, man. I go to bed.
I got a lift in my sleep.
As long as I got like my head's covered, cold air blowing on me, boom, done. Something interesting enough to go to sleep to, but not interesting enough to keep me awake playing in the background. Yeah.
That one isn't the heaviest, but it's comfy. It's just having like that bit of weight as you're it's comfy.
Yeah. Oh, as long as it works. Whatever. All right.
Oh no, they changed drive again.
What? Oh, there's dark mode. Oh, you want to get mad, motherfucker? You want to get mad?
Yeah, there's dark mode for the file list, but not for the actual document.
Yeah. I went through the entire fucking range of my emotion with that shit, and it popped up. It was like, there's dark mode. I'm like, fuck yes, finally. And I clicked it, and it turned dark. I'm like, oh. Then
and then you edit, yeah. And
I went to another tab, and I hit refresh, and it didn't do it. Then I went to Google, and I'm like, what's this bullshit? And it was like, no, just for like, why?
I like on the mobile app where it's in reader mode, it's dark mode, and then when you go to change the color, the background becomes white, and then it stays white forever.
Oh, really? Yeah, I got mine in just dark mode on the tablet, and it's great. Everything works, because it's like, I know you know how to do this, Google, because it's in the fucking Google Docs mobile app, and it works great. But, like, this is even worse to have Drive in dark mode in anything that you open in Retina searing mode.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's at this point, it's deliberate.
Yeah, like this. Ugh. And I mean, I got dark mode for like Google Docs, but it messes up all the colors.
Yes. There's a couple of extensions, but that requires you to share the contents of the entire page with that extension, which
Just give us all your data, man. If you have nothing to hide, you have nothing to worry about.
All right. Be right back, and we'll smash that go button. We do show.
Yes.
Yeah.
Smashy, smashy. Ooh. The worst part about like removing 8 cups from my office is the fact that in the gym next door, there's like 4 more cups. That wasn't even the full amount.
Those were just not the ones in the basement. They're just the ones there.
These were the ones in my office. Yeah. Working from home, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I would have run out of mugs if me and Nori worked like that.
Lonnie has like 500 fucking mugs. This is why this happens. I have so many coffee mugs now.
We used to have one more, but while I was washing it, I accidentally dropped it. It was Nori's Hitokiri Batosai Rurouni Kenshin anime
Okay,
mug.
I recognize the last 2 words of that. Okay.
Yeah.
That's the one with like the guitar solo and then it's like
That's one of the intro songs, yes.
yeah.
It's the Ginger Samurai with the X scar on his cheek.
Literally all I know about is like sick ass fucking guitar solo. That's it. Oh, I got a bit of an alfalfa thing going.
Alfalfa.
From Little Rascals. He's got the little pointy thing coming out of the top of his head.
Oh. I'm still waiting for the male pattern baldness to kick in over here.
Well, it may not if you are a low T beta.
Maybe I am. Maybe my testosterone levels are really, really fucking low.
Or just not high.
Yeah.
We're talking about hose?
Yep. Back hose, front hose, side hose. I've heard there was a diagonal hoe at one point, but...
Isn't that just a scythe? Like the actual scythe for harvesting?
I want you to go hoe the grass real quick, Pedro. There's a
diagonal hoe.
scythe.
A little longer.
Dude, there's like professional competitions for that shit.
For scything? Yeah, I've seen that shit. To like, who can like cut the most wheat or whatever. Those guys are like, damn.
I've always wanted to try that.
There used to be a scythe. My grandma had one like
next to her
the
robe.
wall?
Yeah.
No, it was on the wall of like the shed, and I remember trying to pick it up once, and it didn't want to come out of the thing. And
you hold a real scythe and you're like, this is a shit ass weapon. D&D lied to me.
Yes, as it turns out, the blade is not,
It's for cutting grass and not people.
It's at an angle. It's very much diagonal, so you can have it.
Yes, but it's an excellent preemptive weapon because, like, if you see a dude holding a scythe, you're like, nah.
This man is a farmer.
I don't want to tangle with that. Like,
you gotta be that guy who like walks around retirement homes in Florida with the scythe and a black robe.
It's just like standing like this and every now and then just pointing.
they'll just be chasing you down, trying to give you $20. So like, let's go.
Right? Yeah, like some dude tries to sell you meth while you're sitting on the corner. It's like, hey man, you want some drugs?
All right, everybody, rock your body.
Fashioning a rudimentary lathe. Yes.
All right. Oop. That's going. All right. Yeah. Luge. Let's make sure I got all these shots right. He's good. He's good. He's good. He's good. Okay. Cool. And welcome back to another Linux Gamecast Weekly. The show covers the latest Linux gaming news, reviews, how-tos, and most importantly, whatever the hell else we come up with. I'm Old Man Vin here at LGC Actual, switching the bits in our little downtown Athens studio, and joined every week by Jordan Svang in Ontario, Toronto land. That's right. It's Toronto,
Sure,
Ontario.
why not?
Yeah, sure. Same place.
Yeah.
Next to each other, right? West Coast?
Ontario, Toronto. Yeah.
Space Canada? I don't know. Speaking of
Spanada.
Space Canada, not on the Isle of Man, but the man on the Isle, One Pager Mateus, together with you, Shed Realm Dynamic, helping us form Cocaine Voltron. He's here to save the day.
I think Spanada is like what happens when Canada and Spain do the fusion dance.
Fight. Spanada.
Yeah,
Would you visit Spanada?
Spanada. It's like maple syrup covered paella.
What is the national animal of Spanada?
The duck-billed platypus.
Nailed it. What's up?
Made out of spare parts and somehow still venomous.
Yeah, it's still venomous, man.
Yeah, the superior form of life. That's all I'm
Dude,
saying.
100%. Let's see. I've been playing around a lot with the Focusrite Solo Generation 4, which I've had for a while. I just hadn't had a chance to get around to it for interfacing Linux. And it's a fun little audio interface. A bunch of surprising things in there. You know, Scarlett Focusrite actually came and helped the guy out to write the mixer GUI utility, which we could do things like update firmware and control the mixing and routing inside of it. But it's also got some downsides. I have some questions about it really being Gen 4thiness. So I got to get that together. I'll probably have that out hopefully by the end of next week. But that's really all I got going. Outside of that new Transformers movie trailer, I'm like, man, I don't know. Maybe. Let me know.
Maybe it will be more than meets the eye.
Jordan Swag outside of fighting Jason.
Just people.
No,
Jason!
yeah,
I'm fighting Jason Statham nonstop.
Yeah, I thought he was talking about Jason. Jordan's like, nah, dude, Jason.
Jason Statham, Jason Momoa. I walk outside and I'm attacked on all sides by Jasons. Jason and the Argonauts, all of them.
No. Now I have Jordan with the overlay. Press X to Jason.
Well, the thing is, people keep calling me fucking Jason. Do I look like a Jason? Do I give off a Jason vibe?
You're asking the wrong person. I was born in a non-English speaking.
Do I give a Jason vibe?
Yeah, Jason then. All right.
Yeah, in Portugal, right? Like
Hell, Jason.
I don't know. You look like what's his name?
Jason.
Jason from Heavy Rain. I look exactly like that child. Jason.
No, the actor dude, of the stoner movies.
Crickets.
I don't know names of people.
So the answer is no. I don't strike you as a Jason.
No.
I just get confused because
No.
people keep calling me Jason, and it's been a recurring thing. When people don't remember my name, they call me Jason, and I don't understand why. That's my update. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
No problem. What's up with what's in your dragon book?
Monster stats.
Ah.
Yeah.
Is there any interesting facts about dragons that we need to know?
Their breath weapon does 1d8 per hit dice damage, and you gotta make a save or you're gonna get fucked.
Seems legit.
No, Seth Rogen, that's his name.
Pedro Mateus.
I don't really feel like I look like him anymore. Maybe when I was like way fatter, but
I don't know what Seth Rogen looks like, man. Never have. I'm sure if you pointed at him, be like, yeah, probably. I wouldn't fight you on it.
I used to get Hurley from Lost a lot.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yes.
Now I want to pause the show and be like, whatever happened to Hurley, man? He was kind of cool. When you're not busy buying apology donuts, Pedro, have you taken a break to get up to anything this week?
Not really. Work
Have you put
is
some shoe
kinda
polish on your car to make it?
new, but I
shinier?
did buy the Auto Glim plastic restorer, and I haven't applied it yet because it's been raining. And I hear that it's a little bit of a pointless exercise if you apply it, and it immediately rains on it afterwards. So I kind of want to let it dry out properly. So I'm waiting until the weather improves a bit.
It's just a nice transparent shower.
Yes, with all the crap that's on the car that goes over the thing that you just scrubbed.
Do it. Bring it. We're never going to be able to scrub the horse. It's allergic to the baths. It doesn't like water. It's not even amphibious. It's not even a platypus horse.
It doesn't want no scrubs. A scrub isn't anyone who's going to get your steam. Hanging on your passenger side of his best friend's ride, trying to holler at me. Well, so GDC had some talks. You can peruse them now. But one of them was how to get the most out of your Steam experience as a developer. Because it turns out, according to this talk, there is actually quite a lot of visibility that Steam provides in terms of getting, games in front of people's faces that when people are talking about discoverability on Steam, they're not really taking advantage of the tools available.
I'm just looking at his slides, dude, and I'm like, what about UFOs, bro?
Yeah, dude, I want to believe. Agent Scully just comes out from the side of the stage and clotheslines him before he can start talking. Yeah. But yeah, so there's a couple tips. Number one, translation. Make sure that your stuff is available in other languages. It may seem like an upfront expense, but there are 2 Steam stores. Well, the secret.
Wake
one.
up,
There's also the chocolate store too, but we'll get to that in a minute. Yeah, so getting stuff translated into simplified Chinese, Korean, Japanese, and FIGS, aka French, Italian, German, and Spanish, are going to be your best bets for getting, even if it's just the game page and not the game itself, that's better than nothing, because apparently, lots of non-English speakers play demo. There's also the matter of, if you actually talk to Valve people and you get them to like your game, sometimes just nepotism works. If they know you and like you, then they'll just promote your game more.
I mean, wouldn't it be harder to show examples of nepotism not working?
I mean, in the long term, yes, but in the short term, for getting that specific goal, yeah.
You could have that person that everyone knows and they just don't like. So,
but yeah. The other thing is, conventional wisdom is don't launch your game at the same time that AAA games are launching at the same time. But apparently that advice is bullshit, because everyone is doing that, and so all those carousel slots are up for grabs. So if you want to get eyes on your game, launch it at around the same time there's a big game coming out, because those guys are paying for ads. No one else wants to compete for them, so it's all up for grabs. And apparently also, if you make over $1 million on Steam, they'll send you chocolates. So now I know how to get free candy out of Valve without having to sneak up to Gabe's van that is white and unmarked and goes directly to his super yacht.
A $300 box of chocolate if you make $1 million a year. I mean, I am curious what a $300 box of chocolate. Yes, I will admit to that.
As someone who will do quite a bit for free chocolate, this seems entirely reasonable.
Okay, hang on. Now, see, I was hoping to see something on eBay. Nobody's selling the Steam box. I want to see what it looks like, right?
Yeah, right.
I don't think it's branded by them. They probably just buy
you want to believe it's not, but I want to believe
yes,
it is.
I want to believe it's not. They just buy a fancy box of chocolate from someone else.
No, Pedro. It's a box of chocolates in the shape of G-Man's head, and you open it up, and there are chocolates inside.
It comes in a Steam controller case.
Well, yeah, they have to use up all those old Steam controller boxes. Yeah. They just threw them out, so they just send chocolates in them.
So yeah, I mean, the whole point of the talk, there'll be a link to everything, including a direct link to the entire talk itself. Dude had a bunch of slides to get through, which he did, and the takeaway is get paid. You're giving them 30%, get some use out of it, right?
Yes. If you are paying them the 30%, you milk that shit. You milk it until they tell you, it's all right, cool it.
Yeah, and don't comparing yourself to these chocolate receipts is a fool's errand, dude. If you've got multiple boxes of chocolate from Valve, you're doing all right.
I just have multiple boxes of chocolate, so I'm not doing so well.
Like these are developers that are playing a different game than you are. You know, they got their chocolate box stack, and you're like, how many you got?
Their sticky fingers are all light at their keyboards, just like gooping them up.
Right, or they're dead of diabetes because $300 chocolate. Now, could you like save that, or would you be like a $5 milkshake and be like, I got to know what this tastes like?
Oh, I do want to know what it tastes like. I'm curious. I'm genuinely curious. What the hell is $300?
Do you think that would incentivize you to get another million in sales just so you could have one closed?
100%. If I get hungry, I'm like, I got to start writing down some game ideas because I want some free chocolate.
That's the only way to get it done. Couple of new games this week, starting with a naughty word, according to one Jordan.
Yes, according to me.
I didn't remember your name. I was going to call you something else there for a minute, man.
I thought you were like looking for the Korean version of my name, which I think is just Jordan. Yeah, I learned this on the playground as a child, and I had to look this up because I wasn't sure about it, and I didn't want to spout non-truths on the internet, unlike some people. Shiba, a new dawn. Shiba in Korean means fuck. I just want you to know that. So it's actually fuck a new dawn. But it's a 2D platformer, Metroidvania style. The map is like very much Metroid. But the vibe kind of reminds me a bit of like a Flash game. But like that's not an insult. Like it's just the way that like the foreground and the background don't really blend together reminds me a lot of like Flash games. But this is like one of those good ass Flash games that like someone put a lot of time and effort into and that actually looks good. So yeah.
I don't know. I'm getting like some Prince of Persia type vibes with it. And anytime I see like Metroidvania side scroller platform, I'm like, I'll take a look at it. And really my only complaint with anything, the art style is like, yeah, this looks like what you see a lot of modern 2D Metroidvania. This is done in that style of like not really cohesive like rigging on the characters. They just don't seem to move quite right. And, you know, hey, that could have been a choice. It might not be. The only problem I have with any of that is that jump animation is like silly. It's silly. It's just silly.
I could live with the jumping animation. It's the because I was watching like the pre-recorded video that they're pretending is a live broadcast of the game. Everything's a fucking damage sponge, and we have Simon Belmont at home with a budget Cortana there. They're not.
It's called Alexa. Thank you very much.
They're fine. They look okay. But the enemies being damage sponges, it's not. That's the thing that gets me to look at your game and go, no.
I know Pedro likes one shot, one kill. That's why he's a huge fan of Souls-likes.
I do. As it turns out, if you spec out your character pretty good on the first Dark Souls, yeah, you can pretty much two-shot most bosses.
But are you really adhering to the spirit of the game at that point, or are you just being a little cheapo?
Yeah. If the game specifically allows you to do that,
go out of his way and front load to find the easiest way to get through it.
I mean, that's me too. Honestly, I'm not going to talk shit about that. I am grind with like the level 300 Pidgey against Brock. That's fine.
Well, I mean, you know, like Damage Sponge, I'll say that that's one of the reasons I've never enjoyed playing the Borderlands series. Like, couldn't get into it. I click on a fucking head. I click on a fucking head. It better blow the fuck up. All right. If a number pops up, I'm like, fuck out of here.
This is me with Outer Worlds right now. Is number one, I'm trying to get out of the headspace of Tiny Tina, which the shooting mechanics are very, very different in that. So I'm like, I can't parkour or like slide anymore, and I need to make that adjustment. And number two,
the slow motion.
Yeah. But next? Blood Sponge.
Symphonic Steel.
Oh yes, you can make that steel make some truly magical and musical noises, or not. It's Steel Symphony. It's a space MOBA 2D type of situation.
See, this is the problem with space, is that red line.
Yes.
Always gets on my nerves. Every time I'm in space, it's like this fucking red line shows up. I'm like, God damn it.
Yeah, there's a red line around you at every time in space. Just you got to be careful of it. But yeah, it is very much a MOBA boiled down to its very core elements. It's just 2D, and you have a team of 4 or 5 people, and the opponents have a similar team. It's online. It's online PvP. So I don't know. Give it a try. It's free. That's the interesting part here is that it's free. So
speaking of Flash games, this is actually a spiritual successor to Steel Sentinels, which was a Flash game.
There you go.
Yeah.
I wonder if they take enough time to try to explain the lore of the red box.
It's like the blackout zone, like in 3 Body Problem. The show hasn't gotten to that point yet, but maybe it will until Netflix.
It includes a level editor, PvP over LAN, online PvP, online coop.
Yep.
Solid. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to complain with that. Pretty dope. Always like to see it. But what do we got next? Oh,
Can you pronounce this, Sven?
Fuck you.
I pronounced it earlier.
I don't want to hear you say it. I want to hear Ben say it.
V stands for vengeance. Don't get too excited yet, though, kids. I know, because some people are like, oh my god, it's because I know this is a popular thing. I'd heard those words spoken before, enough times. I'm like, that's a thing I've heard of. Publisher is Sega. Now, why are we bringing this up? Well,
but
this was a former. Well, that was some butt, wasn't it?
Yeah, there's a lot of that. It's one of those games.
This game was a former Switch exclusive, and this is not native. It's Unreal Engine. Why are we talking about it? Well, they've taken the time because this doesn't come out until the June 14th, or last year. Right.
A little over a month.
Over a month. Why are we talking about it? Well, if we scroll down here, they've taken the time to get Steam Deck verified. Yay, everybody. There it is. Wait, you need to move that up a little higher, Valve. I'm just going to be the one saying that.
Well, to be fair, if you're looking at it on the Steam Deck, it shows up at the top of the page.
But what about the other 12 to 17 of us that are...
You're using Steam charts. That's for real.
Dude, I had to ask because I never played the game, and I don't think I'm going to be playing the game, but Steam's like, hey, it's similar to The Witcher 3 and Near Replicant. I'm like, is it now? And both of these lads were like, absolutely not.
It's technically an RPG. Yes, in that respect.
I'm sure like a similar number of zeros follow like the budget, and that's what they have in common. But yeah, this like Shin Megami Tensei is basically Pokemon. Like,
okay,
it is.
Instead of monsters, you're fighting demons and gods. But yes,
I mean that's what Pokemon
one very
are.
green penis on a chariot.
Dude, this brings up a couple of things, man. This always gets me thinking, like, good on them, good on Sega. I'm always going to give Sega a shout out anytime they go through, like, early time to make sure anything works on the deck, because I want to be in their good graces when that Golden Axe comes out with multiplayer. And we play the snot out of that. That's going to be a good time. But it makes me drive back around to just having to think about the Steam performance not being a metric in the verification process. Like, it's just not. What do they check in the Steam verification progress? Have you guys checked lately? Do you have any idea off the top of your head without clicking on the link right there and taking a look and saying, oh, yes?
For the Steam Deck, they check if it shows a native controller, if it the text is readable, if the
if you can actually like input text with the on-screen keyboard without having to like
if it pulls up the on-screen keyboard automatically without you manually having to summon it. There was also the game settings. They have to like if the default game settings don't give you a playable frame rate, that also disqualifies you.
Playable frame rate. Yeah, I'm not seeing that one, Pedro.
There's
display default configuration. The game must ship with the default configuration on deck that results in a playable frame rate.
Do they say what the playable frame rate is?
They do not define what playable frame rate is.
All right, cool. I don't think it's defined.
Shrug emoji. So yeah, controller support, controller glyphs, resolution, default text, no device compatibility to launchers. That'll get you in. You're good to go. We've talked about this before. Does it run? Like, I don't like that squishiness. I would be very happy for Steam Deck owners and everybody else to be able to extrapolate from saying, hey, on like low, whatever. Can you hold like 45's the sweet spot for the deck, right? Benjamin
The
Davis?
deck
I think
OLED, the original deck is like 40.
I think they even at the beginning they were saying like their performance floor they're looking at 720 30. But like I don't know, when you bring a playable frame rate, like it's different for every game. Like Solitaire does not have the
it's
same
crazy
playable frame rate.
subjective, man. Like I've learned, I think a lot of people, even at home, you've learned years and years ago when people are like, hey, how does it run? You're like, it's acceptable. And that person's idea of acceptable 720p with everything smashed to low at, 20 FPS.
Right,
like,
but if you're playing like a visual novel, like it doesn't fucking matter
No, it
how
doesn't
many frames a
matter.
second. Yeah, like yeah. So.
Then you get a balance and stuff like that. But for action games, I don't think that's a reason not to include. Just that seems like a very basic metric of like, and you got Steam refunds, so it's not that big a deal. But it would just be nice to be able to browse through that. Be like, yeah, am I going to have to like look up a guide to find out exactly what performance I need to just dial in just like this in order to get it kind of okay.
It still feels bad too, as well. Like when you boot up the game and it's like, oh, this thing runs like shit. I guess I gotta return it now. You were looking forward to it, right? Like it's not a pleasant experience. You want to avoid that whenever possible.
They're still going to be able to capture your sale because if you're like me, like unless it just doesn't run at all, I'll be like, I'll have two thoughts. I'll have one, dumbass, you just deserve it. Eat it. I'm like, fine. Or two, you know what? XKCD that shit. In 5 to 6 years, you're going to be able to play it. Just slide it over there, man.
Yeah. There might be a wine update in like 8 to 12 months that are like, by the way, we fixed all this
now
fucking
all of a
performance
sudden
shit.
this game just works now. Yeah, brilliant stuff like that. Yeah, Valve, if you're listening, that would just be a nice little hint, or like, let's say it can hit 30, like, or 45, or say what it can hit. Like, that's not a big deal.
Can it hit 720p 30 on the Switch? Because then I think it can hit whatever on the Steam Deck.
I got a warning when I first started. It wasn't Evil West. It was Weird West. Weird West. That's the one. When I started, it's like the default configuration provides you with an acceptable performance. So it's like out of the box, it tells you, go to the settings.
Cut off ray tracing.
Because it defaults everything to ultra, which even on the 6700 XE, the 6700 XE is not enough to play that game on ultra at 2560 by 1440. It's just not. So
wait, weird. What is that? The fucking stick figure game?
No, that's What's the Loathing.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
That helps my brain so much, dude. I'm like, what?
Listen, it is written very, very poorly. It is a bad piece of software. It is a great, fantastic game. Engineering wise, complete trash fire.
It's like 2D stick game again. I was like, I believe it. Unfortunately, doing what we do, but it's like,
the Super Mario Brothers clone that takes 4 gigabytes. Why the game?
I saw somebody on our game dev have a conversation. He's like, "What do I do about these old reviews? I've finally gone and updated my game to where it doesn't have the performance issues that it did, but I have like 3 or 4 reviews accusing it of being a Bitcoin miner." Because it was so horribly unoptimized. People were like, remember that chess game?
Yes, that required at minimum an 8 core.
Yeah, like
but that was like designed as a stress test, though, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't. The reason I think Pedro and I remember it's because like we mentioned that, and the developer got real snippy real quick. He was like,
"Yes,
no, it's not." And then the game just disappeared. Yeah, and yes, children, get off our lawns. This was back in the time where you could actually mine bitcoins with a CPU. Oh, yeah.
Well, technically, you still can.
I mean,
it just takes a very long time.
I mean,
will you be
24/7? I got my Raspberry Pi 02W just hammering on it. Maybe one day.
Will you get your Bitcoin within your natural lifespan? That is.
No, I'm going to hand it down. It's going to be in the will. Our next update. It's kind of surprising. Team Fortress 2 has, I would say, over the last 16 months, got more updates than it has in the past couple of years, which is good.
Well, the community did complain a lot that it wasn't getting any
at all. Overrun by bots, no attention, and it's a free to play game, so it's there to sell you some hats and some shorts and whatever else you want to put on, And Valve is like, okay, we're gonna do some work. We're gonna do some updates. And this is a big one. They've added 64-bit support for Windows and Linux clients and server. which is pretty dope. Valve said this should include performance updates for most users. This patch increases TF2's maximum FPS from a measly, barely playable 300 to something a little closer to reality, 400 FPS, and
slightly acceptable.
Something they don't tell you in this update, but it is there because you got to go like, I bet they did 100% more Vulkan launch options. You can throw the Vulkan flag on it, a little dash Vulkan, and get your LLAPs going on. Yeah, I'm good to see this. Now, Jordan, you bring up a funny point about
first it's the 64-bit client. It's like, okay, does the server actually use more than like 4 gigs of memory? Does it matter if it's a pure 64-bit application?
And I immediately went back to this guy gave a talk about setting up making a Team Fortress server with 100 players. And
right.
They went through that and they just kept buying more and more cores and throwing it at it, and they're like, why isn't this working? Then they finally, like, somebody cracked open HTOP and found out that the server was single threaded.
Yeah. Right, yeah.
Due diligence.
Part of the other part of the reason why TF2 is getting all these updates is because there's a shit ton of remote code execution and exploits happening. There was some custom decals that other people could spray that would cause your client to crash. That no longer works. So that's also nice. No more grief from the nudie detail.
But isn't it fun to have little things like that?
I mean, back in the day, you spray painted the naked lady on the wall in Counter-Strike to distract the motherfuckers. They're like, ooh, boobies, and then you shoot them in the back of the head,
and
right?
Like
that was.
I mean, there was a certain amount of charm when you could legitimately get away with telling somebody to hit Alt F4 to open the secret menu.
Right? Yeah.
F10. In Source games, it's F10. It's like, how do I do this? F10.
Control W to pay respects. Yeah.
I mean, it's all part of the hazing and learning process, but.
Learning keyboard shortcuts, man.
Right.
It's happening. Oh my god! Like, what the fuck?
It's the end of the world.
This is marked on the end times, man. I went and checked my revised Mayan calendar, man. They put out a new one after 2012, and it turns out this game was on it. 7 Days to Die is one of our last standing, predating early access, Steam greenlight, and all that. Well over 12 years. It's finally coming out of early access, and they're very excited about that. And I'm just like, cool, I guess. Now, if you don't know, it is online zombies. What the fuck's going on with these trailers? Like, hang on, we got to go take a trip here. They have a live action trailer now.
I guess they do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
From the look of it,
Got plenty of man leg in there.
Not enough butt for my taste. But they got to take some notes from the Shin Megami Tensei 5 trailer and have like way more cake.
Tons of side boob.
Now, one of the most this game release date 2013 to give you an idea how long this has been early access. This has been like one of the Star
13
Wars
years, man.
$24.99 and
it's a man.
Did they set the date when they are going to be releasing? They had a detailed FAQ, which is
comprehensive FAQ here.
I'm on the wrong one. Where did I go? I'm on the wrong page. I'm doing a horrible thing. There we go. Did I say on the FAQ when it's going to like actually come out?
June.
Oh, it's going to be another June one.
Yep.
Oh, man.
They don't give a day. They're hoping for console launch in July, and then some content packs in late in Q4 and Q4 2024 and 2025.
Now, again, 12 years, they're still working on finishing some of those Kickstarter stretch goals, so they're on it. Don't worry about it.
They'll get it eventually. Yeah.
The price is going to go up from $24 to $44.99. And earlier, Pedro floored both of us, and maybe himself a little bit, by looking up the online player count, because I was sitting there going, I don't know, maybe like 200. He was like, no, it's a crazy amount. I'm like, 1,200 online players.
Well, no, I was expecting something like 5,000. No, 22,000 playing right now, with a last 24-hour peak of 35,000.
I do know that my boss is one of these people because he periodically asks about 7 Days to Die, but he's also into like Tarkov and Star Citizen and shit. So I assume his hobbies are like games that will never actually release, but. Apparently, he might have to drop this one now.
Oh yeah, well, the 1.0 curse. This basically leaves us like with our original like games that came out on Linux and had Linux support, 12 years ago that are still in early access. We're down to Project Zomboid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's probably the last one.
I think that was it.
Yeah. I threw out Star Citizen, but that never actually got its Linux version.
Yeah, right. Let's keep this moving on because a game that I might not ever finish, man, because I'm stuck in such an atrocious fuck box.
That seems to be the first experience of Zen for most people, even in the original Half-Life. This is Black Mesa, though, and I think they're aware of how long it's been since their last patch because they call this one the Necro patch. But yeah, no, they have some updates. They're the big one, LinuxGameCast. They're giving up on the Linux, the native Linux version. They're
like, how the fuck can they even say that with a straight face? Like you ever fucking tried?
Yeah. To be fair, the last time I tried to even start the game, it wouldn't launch properly, the native Linux version. So yeah, and they are using the XVK for the Windows version anyway. So if you just run it with Proton, you're just using the XVK anyway. So yeah, it's unfortunate, but I can see why they're doing it. They're introducing better controller support. You can actually have, proper Steam Deck. They actually did a bit of a second post about this patch where they basically set the expectations for the deck. It's like, can't really promise that it'll be verified. We're going to try and make it as, compatible with the Steam Deck as
Let me ask
possible.
you a question. Is Half-Life verified for Steam Deck?
The first one is, yes. That's why they did that re-release recently.
Oh, it is it?
Yeah.
Sounds like a them problem.
But no, also I like where you stopped the scroll down there. Virus detection false positive. Yes, according to Windows Defender, it's malware. The new version of Black Mesa is malware. They're aware
Install
of what
Vanguard
it might have
instead.
caused it.
I mean, you're dealing with people that can't get its Steam Deck verified. What do you expect? I mean, the virus code is messing up the ability. So I don't know, man. Like, I'm not against any of this dedicated server. What's the next project, Pedro? Is it the Blue Shift?
Yes, that's that's. We've already seen a couple of screenshots that they posted, so
Yeah. That's what they say they're working on, anyways.
Yeah.
And I hope they get around to doing opposing force because I like those back in the day. Maybe they might even do Decay or the multiplayer.
Yeah,
the co-op one.
like the PlayStation 2 multiplayer one. Just have a Black Mesa version of that. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
No, they're going to redo it. Did we were talking about the project that they're doing it on the Source tool?
Yeah.
It was the Half-Life. Oh god, I forget. It was like some weird loop, man, of like the remake being made with the old one, but with the new one.
Yeah, the Black Mesa demake.
Yeah,
They were taking all the level changes and stuff that they did in Black Mesa, and they're back
doing it in
into
SRC.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Insanity. Now somebody needs to take that and move it to UE5, just for fun.
How does it run on my Switch?
Well, one thing it's going to do on your Switch is have support for gyro.
Ooh.
Yeah. Oh, you can do the wobble aiming, which might be good. But if we're going to talk about we're going to talk about it, baby. Wobble
Talk
aiming.
about it.
balls.
Golf with your friends. Speed golf is out now. Why? Because we needed more chaos in this absolute chaos game. It's exactly what it says, man. I mean, it's first to the hole wins, which is an interesting... Man, I hadn't played that level yet. You don't get penalized for anything, do you? It's just like whoever gets to the end.
Yeah, and anything goes.
Yeah, this looks like chaos. I think we're going to be playing this after Trackmania on this Friday. If you want to join in on that in the after shows, and feel free to. This looks like a fun mode.
Yeah, it certainly gives you, like, especially when you're not worried about like keeping par and whatnot. It lets you be a little bit more cavalier. Apparently, they added brakes too, so you can break your balls if you swing too hard.
I mean, it is race mode, so yeah.
It's
for
pretty interesting.
Tokyo Drift.
In the show notes, like I was doing grammar checks on show notes because I can help myself. I'm a broken human being, and I went to correct your break, and I was like, wait a minute, wait.
That's an intentional pun. Yes.
Yeah. So when's this coming out? Is it already out?
Out now.
Yeah.
Or I guess the critical hit pack that's the one with all the dice.
The speed golf, the race mode is out now. That's that's
what the picture says, and it can't lie, right? It's a picture.
It's in the article. It's the very top of the picture. So
we're still gonna get some hate mail. Like, you didn't actually read the fucking thing. It says this.
No, that was clearly generated by like 7 AIs or something.
I honestly like the racing mode for this. I can already hear the grunts and people screaming profanities like, no, fuck.
I can hear Alan go, no.
What they need to add is Doom Ball.
Yeah, the quick jump.
Yeah, quick jump. Yeah.
Make it so it's a great game. I had a good time playing it, and like they've it's kind of changed ownership. So over the years, from one team to the other, I think the Fun Pimps actually started making the original for this. It used to be kind of janky. They kind of ironed that out and turned it into a respectable game. Also available on consoles these days. So There you go. Let's talk about everybody's favorite company. Isn't that right, Linus? Oh, he's excited. Look at him. Terribly excited. Why? Nuvo.
It's new.
We thought Nuvo was kind of dead. Like the primary guy that was effectively the Nuvo project. You know him as Ben? A couple months ago. Probably closer to a year ago. He just is like, he didn't rage quit. He didn't throw a chair on his way out. He's just like, I'm good. Like, I've been working on this for like over a decade. I'm just not feeling it. I'll still be around. I might do some patches, but my days of reverse engineering NVIDIA hardware without any fucking documentation, NVIDIA, are over. I'm peacing out, guys. Don't worry about it. We were like, all right, man. You know what? We talked about it on this very show. It was like, you've done good work. Maybe somebody's going to pick it up. Maybe it's going to keep going. Lo and behold,
look who's
Ben
back.
Couldn't
Ben Skaggs.
keep away, baby. He's like, you know what? Here's a bunch of patches. How many? 156. He's like, I've been busy, kids. And we're like, knew it. You just couldn't stay away, could you, Ben? Ben's like, well, it's pretty good. Might be fixing up some stuff. And like, I was like, all right, that's dope. I'm just like scrolling through it like I'm doing right now. I'm like, oh, okay, additions, deletions, and it just keeps going. So why are we even talking about this? Wow. If you do a Control F, it then type in NVI. You see Ben's new email address at nvidia.com.
Yeah.
That's what you've been up to. Got it. Which, part of me like grins because I have to imagine like after, over a decade of like just smashing up against the brick wall of reverse engineering the NVIDIA stuff and genuinely being able to go into NVIDIA and they're like, here you go. Just, you get it, like that first month's like, that's how that fucking worked.
You have to imagine it's like, this is what they're fucking doing? God damn it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, production code, right? Like, how does that even work? That even works, but still, he's there. And apparently, I mean, we haven't heard anything about his official position or anything, but they just dropped 150 patches to the Nuvo project. So I'm not complaining.
Yeah, I think NVIDIA has like a vested interest in maintaining a decent open source driver stack because you still need something to actually install the proprietary drivers. Because otherwise, that big expensive NVIDIA card you bought is kind of useless in your server. Also, I wonder how much. And again, you as you mentioned, like we don't know how long this has been going on or whatever. But like,
I'm assuming like 2 weeks after he left Red Hat.
Maybe because like there's also the Gia10 thing where it's like big companies are realizing, hey, maybe we should pay these open source developers. Probably not related. This is probably just like good coincidence. But
I'm pretty sure when you end up with the nvidia.com email address, you're not just getting like donations.
No,
There's probably
that means
paperwork and
proper-
health
yeah.
insurance and shit involved in that.
And that's what I mean. Like you can hire people like the dude who found the fucking XZ issue, right? He was a Microsoft employee benchmarking some Postgres shit, right? Like
This is a smart move on NVIDIA's part. You know, this is no matter, it's win-win for everybody, and the conspiracy theorists are going to go, that's one way to stop people from reverse engineering your code and quit peeking around on your hardware. Just hire the guy that's doing it. Like, yeah.
Then again, you also have the example of Valve, who's been actively paying developers to fix AMD's drivers. So yeah, there's
Yeah, but you see, NVIDIA's better. They hire them instead of just making them contractors.
that's the thing.
Good guy, Jensen. Isn't that? Don't disappear me, Jensen.
This is a very good thing. Just giving money to the developer to get them to do what they've been doing all along. It's probably a very good idea. Don't fuck it up now, NVIDIA.
And if you're wondering what all this is, it's just a collection of like because the GSP firmware got pushed out right before Ben's like a piece, I'm done, and just general code cleanup. Like just get the bits kind of lined up, because I'm sure there's going to be a whole lot more coming here.
I also wonder, like, in regards to like the clean room implementation stuff, there's probably a bunch of stuff that Ben can't like contribute to now because he has visibility into like proprietary code for like liability purposes.
Yeah, but he's also got a dump truck full of money.
That's, I mean, this is less so a concern for Ben and more a concern for the Nouveau project.
Oh yeah, I'm sure Ben's fine.
But Ben's good.
Good on you, Ben.
Yeah.
Nothing but cheers.
This is just more like, will they have to like, we have to reject a couple of these patches because like Ben knows how the actual code works.
You do think about it though, man. Like, yeah, they might, but this could, you know, like my head wants to say like NVIDIA just like sniped them from Red Hat. You know,
Ben is very possible too. Right?
Could happen, but
possible.
it could have been a very different timeline of Ben genuinely was like, you know what, I'm burnt out on this. I've done good. I got some money put away. I'm just going to, you know, take a sabbatical for a little while. And maybe he was chilling out. Then, you know, just out of the sky, a leather jacket floats down, lands next to him, and he wasn't thinking twice about it because it's a harmless leather jacket. Put it up, boom, NVIDIA employee. That's how that happens. That's how they get you.
The leather jacket fell, and there's just like wads of cash in the pockets. And he's like, oh, I see how it is.
Right, that's how we're doing it. Okay.
But I mean, it could have been a situation where NVIDIA's like, all right, we got to get serious about this open source shit because we got to be moving all this X, Y, and Z, and everybody wants, you know, they don't want to deal with our proprietary fucking drivers in server space now because X reasons. And we got to get on this.
Those AI farms have a lot of machines that you need to manage, right? Like,
right. And then
Yes.
I couldn't think of a better person to hire.
Yeah, no, hire the guy who like has shown to know what he's doing, and again, like, yeah, it's better to have Ben than another G10, right?
Right. Cool.
Very much so.
Is that it? You got anything to add to this, Pedro Mateus?
Again the example that I gave earlier. Valve has proven that if you have a big company throwing money at open source developers, they can accomplish a great deal many things. The Steam Deck is, you know, the shining example of just about all of that. And if you have NVIDIA giving money to the developer who made NVIDIA cards work without any access to
with
any
nothing
of the
but a tunneling
proprietary stuff.
electron microscope and a dream.
Yeah. I think that's a very good idea. Seriously, that's just a good thing.
And that'll be the last patches ever that NVIDIA will disappear. They open up.
No,
You never listen. You got to play it from both sides. You never know.
Even when Maxwell, and Kepler were like the current series, they released the header files because they wanted that Android support effectively in Nouveau. So even just having the header files being open source just got the NVIDIA drivers got Nouveau working to a very stable.
There's a common API, and that was the groundwork for like the GSP framework, because all that stuff, all those header files actually back into the blob. So like, yeah.
All right, motherfuckers. Did either of you grow up with a delicious taste of 6 degrees of freedom in your face? 6 DOF
TIE
gaming.
Fighter. Lots and lots of TIE Fighter and Wing Commander.
I saw a trailer for one of the Descents that came with my CD copy of Half-Life. if I'm remembering that right.
You know, it's great that you bring up Descent because our next story, Pedro Mateus.
It is very much Descent 3. You may remember a long time ago, we threw chairs at it when it came out on Linux. Yes. And, well, the source code is now out. GPL3. It's on GitHub. You can check it out. You can build it on Linux. There's some concerned efforts of getting it, building it properly and improved on Linux. They did strip out some of the proprietary Interplay middleware. No official word from Interplay directly. To Interplay, which is relevant these days because the Fallout show is kind of popular and they're the original rights holders for Fallout 1 and Fallout 2 and Icewind Dale and Icewind Dale 2 and a bunch of other games. They were a fairly prolific publisher back in the day. But yeah, they haven't said anything official, but apparently the dev got the go-ahead from at least one person there, so And yeah, considering the state that Interplay themselves are in, it's probably better if they don't say anything. Because
well, I mean, according to the guy who releases, had this for 15 years, he just called up the owner and he's like, "Hey, can I release this with these bits?" And they're like, "Yeah, sure." I don't think that. Yeah. I mean, anything beyond that's just speculation.
Yeah, that's fair enough. And this is like the best case scenario because, Russ Scott has been on a kick of stopkillinggames.com. And this is the best case scenario. You have an old game that maybe doesn't work properly on modern day operating systems. Release the source code. Let people have at. Let people play your game. It's seriously, just let people play the game that you spent a bunch of money and a bunch of time building. Just let them do it.
I have nothing really to add to this. I have no opinion on Descent whatsoever.
Why not?
It's cool.
What are you going to get Descent? Why do you hate 6 degrees of freedom?
I just hate freedom in general. I want 1 degree of freedom. I want to go forward and backwards. And maybe even going backwards is a little too much. Only forwards.
You're thinking to yourself, man, what do I need? I just download it and play it? No, let me tell you how this is going to work out. You need the original buy. You need your game assets. So you probably pop over to GOG or you get it on Steam for like $1 or whatever it costs these days. Linux, there'll be a link to a repo of
the work in progress.
Lanadon is working on it. I right when this came out, I dropped it in our Discord and I tried to build it. And I was like, I'm complaining about something. And a femtosecond after that, Rohit's like, "Yep," crashing there, and he started looking at it. He found this guy who's already working on getting it to work on modern Linux. Multiplayer doesn't work right now, so and a couple other niceties. It'll be good to see. I mean, it's there for this is how you preserve shit right here, man.
Yeah.
You release the source, and I'm always happy to see it. And sometimes all it takes is that phone call. So if you're in that position, like maybe you've been sitting around with source code 15 years like this guy, and they're like, "Yeah, well, there's some things like video encoding stuff that we'd have to replace and never get around to it." Just make that comment, like, "Hey, we're just gonna release it in this state," and like whoever has it, and you might be surprised. They might just go, "Yeah, go ahead."
Sometimes though, you need a little bit of encouragement. Sometimes you need a little bit of kitty to sprinkle on that.
Maybe a little help
to release that source code. Yeah. So this comes from bleepingcomputer.com. All of the links to all this stuff are in our show notes as usual. Yeah, so you might remember a while ago, Hello Kitty had a bit of an old ransomware epidemic, and a bunch of people had their files scooped up and ransomed. And apparently they have the hacker group has finally Cookie or Cappuccino has finally made good on their threat and released a bunch of a big old dump, including some CD Projekt Red code that includes The Witcher, Cyberpunk, Gwent, a bunch of their dev tools.
And by some you mean enough to compile Witcher 3.
Yeah, I was getting to that. They do have it compiled now from source, and I am looking forward to Open Itcher 3. And like, I just think back to, back when Steam machines were coming out and they're like, yeah, Witcher 3 native on Linux. And I'm like, oh my God, the prophecy, Street Fighter 5 is finally going to release on Linux. But no, this is very cool. I look forward to all of the Liam Hemsworth mods that are coming out through this. I
wouldn't be surprised if having access to the source code actually makes the modding scene for The Witcher 3 bit more vibrant, add a bit more variety to the mods, because there's only so many nudie mods and skimpy outfits for Ciri that you can get.
I want big old tits on Geralt. That's what I want.
Both of you are missing. We need Witcher 3 Arena. Open Witcher 3 Arena.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, where Geralt just goes. Hup.
No. When I hit people with my sword, it goes. Doop. Dude, when that first came out, we were beta testing. Yes, way back when there was a beta test for Quake 3 Arena, and it had a Linux client because we were just living in the future. Loki games existed and like AAA titles. You just played them on Linux. That wasn't a big deal. None of us believed that sound was going to make it to the final game. Like, that's just a placeholder asset that doop, doop, doop. Everybody knows what I'm talking about if you played Quake 3.
The hit marker sound.
I, myself included, I was floored when I played. I'm like, what? Fuck you guys, man. Like, they just kept it in there. Yeah, it does suck because CD Projekt Red just started rolling out limited access on Steam to like their like steroided up like level designer and creator and modifier for Witcher 3. Yeah, you never like to see stuff like this, but I mean, game preservation or something. I don't know, whatever.
Could be helpful as well. We were talking a couple weeks ago about that guy who was digging through old dumps of the source engine code to figure out why people couldn't play Counter-Strike on a Thursday. So like this kind of stuff is useful, even if they do release the like a full-on modding tools. You probably want to use that anyways, because like this is the one that the developers are actively supporting. But you know, when you get into some weird situations about like, hey, this thing isn't behaving the way I expected, being able to look at the code and go like, oh, that's why. It's kind of handy.
Especially for like single player games and stuff like this. And, you know, sometimes this might be a good nudge in the right direction for, you know, CD Projekt Red to be like, okay, let's rip out any third party stuff and like make it an official controlled release. So people aren't downloading the bonus Witcher 3 free exe.ru.cx edition.
Witcher 3.ru, yeah.
/minor. Yeah. Oh, yeah, and it does put them in that position because I know if I'd sit there, I'm like, shit, all right, we got to get this together and make an official channel for it because these morons out there will just download, you know, free Witcher, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they will, and someone will absolutely make a killing off of pushing more ransomware out to people. Yes.
I mean,
However,
that's probably one of the pirated copies of Witcher 3 out there anyways, right?
Yeah.
Mark my words, I give you my solemn word, pinky swear. If we get Witcher 3 co-op mod, we'll play some Witcher.
The Coocher?
The Coocher.
Who could, Pedro, you got to play as Dandelion, though. Oh, you get to loot.
I want to be Roach.
You know what? You get that and AK-47. All right, that's the only two.
So Witcher Pal World Edition.
Yeah, you're just like, you can have the grenade launcher.
I'm the bard with the grenade launcher.
I'm going to be Geralt in my tank, like normal.
Yeah, I'm going to get, I'm going to be Roach, but I'm going to have like a giant like laser gun mounted on my back.
No, you're just Ciri, Jordan. You get to play Ciri.
No, see, Ciri is an actual character. I want to be something useless.
You know what? I wouldn't mind playing. What's his name? The dwarf guy. Runs the tavern.
Yeah,
I can't remember his name.
Yeah.
Anyway, somebody bring it up.
It's one of the 7 dwarves. That's who it's supposed to be.
Yes,
right?
and Snow White showed up, you know, with Uzis. It's brilliant. If you want to tell us what that dwarf's name is, what you think about game source code getting leaked, and you know, just in general game preservation, what's thoughts in your brain meats? Tell you to do that. Head over to LinuxGameCast.com. We got a contact button. That's how you get a hold of us. There's a little box down there. Type some stuff in. If that's not your thing, drop a comment on the YouTube video. Smash a bell or some shit. And if you like the video, I guess click them. But if you don't like the video, really let YouTube know. I want you to click that thumbs down twice. Okay.
Comment some more. Drive up that engagement, or don't.
Man, we have the most.
Don't do that.
We have like the most talkative in our super secret Discord versus like in the same people who will be like meh on a YouTube comment, but like paragraphs in Discord. I'm like, all right, cool, man.
Mode switching, man. That's what it is.
But if you throw some stuff in our direction, we might read it right here on this very show. And We got a little bit of a mention. We talked about not Panzer Dragoons because I read, it's the dragon game. My brain immediately went, let's fly around in drag with
Not that one.
in dragons. Let's put on our dragon suits.
Not Sega, Sony. Yeah. This is from the makers of Severed Chains. Drew writes back and says, "Hey there, thank you for taking a moment to look at Severed Chains. This is just the beginning for the program too. We just started cracking open multiplayer for the purposes like long distance co-op and PvP in the hero competition. Do give us another look later in the year." That's pretty cool. I do know that if I remember this right, there may have been like a native P2 in Legend of Dragoon because you could have like multiple people like take on a single player, or
I don't know. I want to write him back.
I might be thinking of one of the Final Fantasies did that.
So this is like RPG, right?
Yeah, it is an RPG.
This is kind of we have Final Fantasy.
Yeah, it's
Final a JRPG of that time. Yes.
Yeah.
No,
it was very much a response to like the Final Fantasy VII.
He does say long distance What about moderate distance multiplayer?
Can't do it.
Damn it!
It's just too fast.
Yeah, you might be able to do the next city over, but if you're sitting like across the street from one another, can't do it.
I mean, that looks like some PlayStation pixels, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's a PS1 game, right? Like,
yeah,
it's a JRPG from around 1995-6 ish.
Admittedly, yeah, wobbly pixels, the video game. You remember how that works.
I mean, we did take a look at Severed Chains, and it does look a lot more crisp than this. If you turn on the scaling.
They have the 4K mode, which
yes,
it you can count the polygons on the characters' heads at that point.
It's great.
No, man, you gotta like play it in the original 4x3 at 120 by 121 aspect.
It's like going through new Metal Gear Solid games with like the PS1 head. It's great because like everyone has like super emotive faces, and you're just like rectangle.
Hey, everybody involved with this project, if you're still listening, keep up the great work with us. I don't even play these types of games, but if you give me some multiplayer, I'll join these guys and we'll I don't know, slap whatever the scorpions and birds and stuff like that.
We'll legend all the dragoons.
Yeah. Can I be the flying dragon?
We'll take turns slapping dragons.
Can?
Yes,
you can. One of the deals in this game is you transform into a dragon.
Can you fly around?
I don't think so.
See, deal breaker. I said flying dragon. I don't want.
I mean, they fly in the combat screen.
Broke
they
ass bitch dragons got to walk everywhere, man.
What dragons are expensive, man. Do you think that Game of Thrones money?
Roller skates is a lot.
Flying look, it's like games nowadays where jumping is contextual, flying is contextual.
No, if you want to jump, you got to pay extra. It's like 0.01 cents a jump.
How many years away are we from like double jump being a fucking microtransaction?
They would do it right now if they think they could get away with it.
Yeah,
they would have done it years ago if they thought they could get away with it.
Can you just imagine that you're playing like a 2D platform in Metroidvania and you just can't get up there? Then you're like, wait, what's going on? You go to online and you're like, oh, you got to buy that double jump.
They straight up wanted you either like what was it? Richitello was like, no, you got to like when you're playing a shooter, when you run out of bullets, there should be a little prompt that says, do you want to buy more bullets? Just shoot them load them into your guns so you can keep shooting. That's what they want.
Wasn't he the one who called people a fucking idiot if they weren't actively maximizing profits in their games all the time?
I mean, I call people fucking idiots all the time. So
people walking around thinking companies care about them. I'm like, wake the hell up, children. I mean, they've done that with like I saw somebody going on about World of Warcraft. Like I've never played World of Warcraft, but they were talking about just how it was kind of the beginning of with the mount. Right, and you pay with them out, and they were like, "This is the end." People thought I was crazy, and like now you can buy gold with money.
Yeah. I mean that's like a whole-on cottage industry now.
Like, it used to be just the side
people
industries.
To farm gold, and you had to buy it from a third party.
Mm-hmm.
No,
now you can, instead of paying the third party, you pay the game developer directly.
You put the money right into Bobby Kotick's pocket. He just opens it up and you stick the cash in there and you get your WoW gold.
Awesome. Hey, if you want to put some Bobby Kotick's in our pockets, you can do that.
Did you have a Kotick in your pocket? Or are you just happy to see me?
A little bit of none, man. A little bit of none. Smash that can Ew.
Smash that Kotick button.
No,
fam.
no Kotick buttons. We're not doing it, Brain. Get out of here. We have a Patreon, patreon.com/LinuxGameCast, where you can get this show in downloadable format, higher quality than you're going to get on YouTube or any place else or Odyssey. We make that available commercial free. I even snuck in our Cocaine 2Cane Voltron Titanium Savior song as a download last week, if you want that, and access to our pre super shows and that we do before the show each and every week. It's what passes for our production meeting. Air quotes around production meeting on that. But you can
we
participate
talked about
live.
soup or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah, super some shit.
Talk about food. Talk about the shows that we watch. Talk about.
Feel uncomfortable saying that there's anything remotely resembling a topic.
Sometimes some stuff escapes the pre super shows and makes it into the main show.
Yes.
So if you want that little crumb of context,
right? You're like, hey, wait a minute.
You can get that reference.
Yeah.
Yes.
Think of it as DLC. I mean,
think of it as a horse you can buy in Elder Scrolls.
yes.
No, just the armor for the
We're going to give you that in MP3 format, along with the live and uncut. If you can't make the live shows, but you want that live experience, you can always wait a week. It's on our live and uncut channel on YouTube if you want that. But you're like, fuck YouTube, I ain't got time for that. Give you an MP3 of that if you want to download it. That's available for patrons. We get a bunch of different tiers, a bunch of different accesses. And one of the big ones is access to our Discord. We got a super secret Discord where we're at the other 6 days of the week, just talking smack. Everybody uses it. We're all in there. And it's a ride. Let me just put it like that. It's a ride. Thank you for your support. Things are possible. But I want to thank a long time member of our little motley crew, Turbo Tracelot.
One of your filthy casuals.
One of our filthy casuals. You can always hop into our Discord if you're a Twitch subscriber. You can link it up. Same way with Patreon. It's just to keep the out. And he's been playing with us. We do Trackmania on Tuesdays and Fridays. New maps. It's great if you're old and you feel like you need that break from adulting on a Tuesday or Friday. It's a great excuse to get together with fellow like-minded olds and like back in my day, but still trying to keep your digits lined up with your brain mates, trying to do something a little bit engaging. And even if you're not into racing, because it's really more like physics platforming, come check it out. But he's been a member for a long time. And he's the reason to set up the RPG server. And he's like, you know what? I want to put a ring on it. He's joined us at the Chicago Kicks Ass level of 666. That's right. Not evil when it
right
does
there.
handstands, man. And I had to explain to him last night. Me and Ogie were talking back and forth. I was like, do you know where Chicago Kicks Ass comes from?
He did not.
Mm.
I guess he needs to watch more Adam Sandler movies.
Well, we were talking about the Happy Gilmore remake, or not remake, but sequel that's coming out. And yeah, we worked it back. If you don't know, watch Little Nicky, and you'll understand where Chicago Kicks Ass comes from. It's the shiznit of a movie, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Turbo. Your name's going to be in the credits that are about to roll because it's time to cue the music. You can check this out every Saturday night, 8:30 Eastern Standard Moon Time, right here on Twitch. It's on the schedule over at twitch.tv. It's a podcast. We're available everywhere. Go download it. Put it in your face. And if you want to get in touch with me, I'm Vince Stone on the X's, on the Twitters, and we have a federated Mastodon instance, mass.linuxgamecast.com. I'm just at Vin there, and I'm probably still the only Vin that uses Blue Sky.social or .bski app or whatever it's called.
I'm Jordan. If you want to shove pineapples into my holes, you can find me on Mastodon at Frojo at mass.linuxgamecast.com, at Frojo at bsky.app, or at The Burning Fool on Twitter.
And I am
Pineapple.
at unaccounted for on mass.linuxgamecast.com. Follow me there. If you post interesting stuff on any of the federated ones that our particular instance can see, I will totally follow you back.
Are we federated with Threads? Do we get Facebook now?
I got to finish up setting Pedro's LinkedIn profile up. Give me a minute.
Okay. His sexy
I
LinkedIn
technically
profile?
still have a LinkedIn profile. I just don't use it.
You gotta make it your sexy one.
Let's
Get
roll
all the
some
bands.
I gotta
thought we
get
were
some
the
sexy
square root of the
clothes
problem.
first.
The
Just
cube
ask Marie
root.
to take some sexy pictures and away we go.
I want to see what Pedro thinks a sexy picture of himself looks like. We got to thank our advisors, Omega Sartharum, our executive producers, Barbara M. Scott, Atomic, Mike, Tomasz, David, Eshep, Ian, Kernucky, 12345, and our Chicago Kexas here with new members. Fucking Tree Sloth, King Bond, Eggy, Empty, and Super Destote. I had to do that in reverse order.
And the Sea Monsters were no Rider X, Machina, Torchy, Veritanuda, Justin, Darkwing, System T, Dancing Joe, the Kresny, and Ogie1. With the Death Notes, Nalpha, Chad, Romeo, Renee, Leonardo, Kim, Chris, Stephen, Jill, Benjamin, Doom 2.wad, Stephen B, Beck, Dodger, Zeno, Rue, Turnover, Pebble, M. Foxox, Fine, Jalo, and Piper. They're so tiny, but I still got him. And all the chairlings,
yes.
like D-Spec 12 and Casey Clism from last week didn't get a proper thank you. Thank you, Casey.
And the fuckers flying in the distance.
Gimli wouldn't help him out, man. I tried. I was like, Gimli, can you give me a picture of a sexy Pedro? And I was like, nah, man. That's dead.
Confidently striding through a bustling city street with a hint of a smile playing on his lips. Or maybe he's gazing intently in the distance, a glint of determination in his eye. Can you give me either of those, Pedro?
A sexy glint.
Give me a sexy glint.
Boy looks constipated.
Yeah, I would call the cops.
Yeah, probably. Safe bet. Die to fire, everyone. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Is it get out of the bed, Nemo?
What are you doing here? Shit. There's someone new for me.
Like, because like if I'm getting on the bed, so is the dog. So there's like there's many people entering this situation right now.
I mean, I would expect. I mean, she's gonna be running the camera, right? It'd be rude not to speak to her.
Maybe she's hiding in the closet dressed as Superman.
People always forget about the cameraman.
Well,
I mean,
these
a
days you can
threesome
get a
takes
GoPro,
4 if you're
right?
recording it properly, kids. What?
I'm just thinking back to all of the behind the scenes porno I've like watched, and it's just very funny. Just in general, it's like talking about the cameraman. I'm just like flashing back to like all the times the director's like, stop, we gotta reset.
Oh man.
And yeah, and, like these people are like fucking each other, and they have to like stop mid whatever and like reposition or
Professionals, bro.
Right? Yeah, it's hard work. That shit ain't easy.
Ooh, we're getting some more work on the NV encode refactor. Do it. Also,
Oh yes, happy weed day for the 2 hours we have left in it.
It's been over for 3.5 hours here.
I just want to say RIP reasonable power bills. This is the last month of that shit.
I went to the weed store this week and I spent more than $100 and they gave me a fucking Toblerone, like a whole ass Toblerone.
You need to find a fucking weed store that has like little punch cards where you get like, I don't know, some free shit after they punch enough holes in the card.
They have those. Yeah, I'm a member of 2.
Canada still's got that shit. That's dope. I like it. I figured it'd be like some bullshit app at this point.
I mean, it's like, it's all in your account, right? Like you register for
Oh, no, fuck that. I want a physical card. I want to see a fucking hole punched in my card that I put back in my wallet and be like, fuck yeah, and never use it again.
You can just buy the whole puncher and like photocopy a bunch of the cards. Just give me a bunch of free weed, please.
I mean, yes, I'm sure they're not like rolling like 70 employees. They'd be like, get the fuck out of here, Jordan. You've already been in here twice this week with that shit.
Yeah, they're like, they fucking know me by name. Absolutely.
Oh yeah, 4/20/2024 is palindrome.
I can make up words too, Pedro.
No, it's 4/20/20/24. 4/20.
At least you didn't try to explain what a palindrome
So,
was.
Pedro, did you get high on 420? Did you smoke weed every day?
When was the last time you smoked weed, Pedro?
No.
Allegedly.
2006. My body had a really nasty reaction to it, so I never touched it again.
What would
I mean, we can give him an edible or something.
I was gonna say, like, if vape pens count, fairly recently, but not enough. It was more of a, all right, let me try that.
Weed flavored.
Yeah, that's one way to fuck the just let me put tip in real quick. All right, I see. Because, Jordan's got it. Is like, all right, I had a chance. Like, I don't give a fuck. But I have no interest. Like, I would just buy fucking edibles. Like, if they just legalize the per state to do that, like, those are fucking night and night pasties. The Siege feature overview number 1. Ooh, new update.
Oh yeah, that's the one YouTube comment I remember from last week is someone saying besieg is a
Besiege.
a word in German.
It is a word in German.
So is my name. It's not a very nice word.
Oh, all right. See, I admit that looks cool, that looks nice and shit, but would you buy it? $300.
I would not spend
No.
more than 50 on it. 30
$199.
bucks? 199?
99.
Just-
It was $99.
90,
Like 100 bucks.
99?
Yeah.
No. 50,
No.
like I said, I think 50 bucks is like what I would pay for that. And I wouldn't expect it to work either.
Okay,
Like,
see, now I'm thinking like it's got all its shit together. Like, I mean, it's running.
Right. Like you can jog through the entire track with the little thing, and it like resets.
Like it's all together, and it's just straight up like running Linux, embedded Linux, dude. Like you can you can run Doom on it, and it's got enough buttons to play Doom.
You
Yeah,
start
it's
it up
running a
and it-
Raspberry Pi of some description. Yes.
Yeah,
but
there's like a Pi Nano in there or whatever, the little Pico
Yeah.
ones. Yeah, I forget what they're called.
And it's got
It's not-
Bluetooth and Wi-Fi
It's got Wi-Fi and 3G.
and a laser pointer, just because fuck it.
it's a Pi 0W or a 0W2.
Do they have laser pointer heads for Raspberry Pi for no reason?
I mean, crack
There's a head
open
for
a fucking
everything, so
CD
probably.
drive. You can repurpose it and wire it in there, right?
Don't worry about those little red lasers. With like, we had one of those in a secondary school, like one of our science labs, like where it was science tech lab, where the teacher knew they didn't have anything to fucking teach our little group. And that's one of the things we would do to amuse ourselves while he was teaching was get the fucking laser brick out and just see how many times we could bounce it, like sporadically. Like, I've been hitting the eyes with whatever.
The red ones are fine. Be careful with the green ones and the blue ones.
Oh yeah.
The ones that can pop balloons at a
green
distance.
means no.
Yeah.
I remember like the Wicked lasers where the blue ones cost as much as a PlayStation 3 because they needed to buy a PlayStation 3 to pull the laser out of
Yes.
it to actually make it.
I remember when blue LEDs were expensive, man. Like they were a novelty. Like people were making
the
little like
the
covers
cadmium ones
for your green
that burned out
LEDs.
really quick.
They were just expensive. Like nothing had blue LEDs on them. Nothing. Everything was a green LED. Like you could buy like cellophane cover for your green LEDs to make them look blue because it was cool. Yeah, making blue LEDs was a motherfucker. Up until like relatively recently in the last 20 years. Now everything's got blue LEDs. They're not cool anymore.
Everything's RGB, bitch.
Have RGBs, man. Who was bitching about RGB? Oh, that was speaking of Strider. There he is. All right. That was just funny, man. Because like he was trying to pop off about RGBs, and I'm like sitting in here with my color charts like on my desk, and I'm like, let me show you what RGB looks like. Tonight, I think we're gonna play around with some tanks. Call it kind of early this evening. Yeah.
Yep. Sounds good. I got some chicken burgers to eat.
Chicken burgers.
Chicken burgers.
I'm going to attempt to light up Discord, so we'll be in the live channel.
I haven't had microwave lasagna in a while, so I went a little earlier today and I bought me some microwave lasagna. I'm gonna have microwave lasagna.
Is that like next to the regular lasagna?
Next to the big oven lasagna that can't fit in the microwave, yes.
Can't you just get like canned lasagna?
Can it fit in the oven?
I gotta wire this up. It's gonna take a
Yeah.
second. Yeah, oven lasagna. Yeah, sure.
There you go.
I mean-
green laser. Yes. Can you pop balloons with that one? Because my mom had one that could pop balloons.
Let me see. 7. That's not right. Aux G. Routing. Output 5. All right. So.
Sure.
Oh, Alt Tab doesn't work over that. Output 5 goes to Threadbooper 5. And 5 is going to Discord Mono N. They might be able to hear us. Can you hear me? Discord main mix. Give me a second. Now we're in Discord Mono N. No, Dax should be able to hear us, but yay! All right, now let's work on the hear you. Discord. One of these is not like the other.
Now, Nemo, I'm going to be proactive here and ask you to open up Pavu Control right now and check your inputs. maybe knock it down a little
I'll
bit.
kick him out of the room if he pulls that shit tonight. I'm not in the mood for it. That's not gonna be a funny haha. That's like
I don't think it's funny, haha. I think the boy just doesn't think about it. So I had that thought today while I was bending down to pick something up in the shower. I'm like, wait, don't hit my head on the handle like I've done the last 3 times. I need to learn from my mistakes. So I'm just trying to help out.
This is what Strider does in his spare time.
Is that his penis?
Yes.
Okay.
ET phone home. What?
ET send dick pic.
ET send nudes.
When do you think? Oh, under and over. Has somebody sent nudes to the ISS?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They've at least tried.
Under over. Has someone sent nudes in the ISS to someone else in the ISS?
Okay. Well, I think we can say like 100% they probably banged for science, right?
Right.
Uh-huh.
We have to do it for science.
For science.
Yeah.
For science, and not because I'm bored.
And not just because, we're here and we find each other attractive. No, not at all.
To be honest, I find you repulsive. We need to do this for science. I'm just gonna close my eyes and pretend you're someone else.
I like how like everybody gets in the habit like after less than a month on the International Space Station, they start referring to people on Earth as them.
Yeah, those fucking Earthlings, right?
Yeah. The earthbound ones.
Yeah, those scrubs. They're living it up in space.
If you haven't put 2 and 13 together, we're playing tanks.
For the memories.
Tanks for the memories.
Even though they weren't so great.
They were in
He tastes
0G
like you,
though.
even sweeter.
Nothing sweeter than our RNGeter.
Yeah. Oh no, she got them RNG boobies.
R&B, man. Shut up.
RN boobies.
Now, if you want to witness the most powerful blue LED that is legal to put on a consumer device, buy a MikroTik anything. I shit you not. I have 3 MikroTik products. All of them are capable of illuminating the entirety of the studio. With one fucking LED, dude. It's like LEDs in your eyes, Johnson. right, we got one more. Can we get one more? Or we got an even team?
Can we squeeze it?
Anybody sitting around going, oh, maybe, I don't know. Like,
Come on, Scott. You know you want to.
no,
Scott's like, no, my girlfriend wants me to spend time with her, man.
Bring in one of his fucking doom tanks.
You know what? Make Ashley play. I want to see that shit.
Right?
I want her to like fucking show up and just wipe the floor, because like Scott is the mini boss to her. Like she's
been playing with Scott this whole time.
I want some level 100 motherfucker to show up, but like, I'm just watching the show. Why? Just in case Scott shows up.
Yeah, just to even the playing field a little.
My wife.
My wife.
Needlessly epic music. Yay.
Not on this stream, because you didn't clear it.
You're not paying for the rights, no mo.
They didn't get the streaming rights for it. They got the game. Like, oh my man. Speaking of game audio. Boop. There we go. I don't know what GTG is.
Gotta go.
Got to go.
Bye. See, that's how you scare people off. Like, hey, come here. Smoke bomb.
Get the Greg.
Got a Greg.
Gruyere, thyme, and gravel.
Grow the guppy.
Grip the guppy. All right, well, we're going to not
Can't do
team.
team.
Free for all. Boop.
Okay.
All right, let's get a warm up then.
Doo-doo.
Oh,
hello there.
hi.
Let's get in the middle there. I'm not gonna shoot you, Jordan. Just saying.
I listen. There's a drone there, right? Like I want to use that. I don't even know who I'm shooting anymore.
Okay,
We'll see who I'm shooting for the drone. Yes.
Why can't I move?
Shoot only.
Oh,
Yeah, his move was earlier.
Reading is hard.
Where did my bounce blood? Ah, there it is.
Oh, I did hit. I did hit Alan, so that's good. And that's gonna also hit Alan.
There we go.
Come on. I'm gonna go here.
Yes.
And I am going to do this. I'm just gonna take advantage that
I don't know what this does. Let's figure out what the hell a bounder is.
down in a hole, and I don't know if I. Oh, we got a
Bouncy,
race.
bouncy.
All right, let's go.
Would you like to come back to my place, Bouncy Bouncy?
We've talked about you thieving inflatable dolls.
You lemon stealing whores. Alright.
Okay, so bounder does like a single bounce. And
Jordan's
then
tank
explodes.
must not fap.
I really shouldn't. Alright, let's see if this works. I overcharged, so if this hits, it's gonna do a shit ton of damage. It's probably gonna miss. Oh my god, I actually hit Alan.
Bonk. Quit moving, Alan. That's not fair. I mean, you're cool, bro.
Go my children.
No, that's a lot of damage I just took there. Can we stop? 74 damage. Fuck you, Beard.
Yeah, he ate a bunch of mice. Oh, this was move and shoot. Damn it. I wasn't paying attention. Damn you. All right. Yeah. Wow, that just missed everyone. Damn.
It still hit me. It still hit me.
Somehow Palpatine survived. Oh, okay. Well, stop giving me sniper. This is like not helpful. All right. I don't even know if this is gonna work. Let's find out.
Yes.
I'm using spaz, so that did absolutely nothing.
Okay, that went a little higher than I intended.
Oh, okay. So I'm just too steep. I can't Skyrim horse my way out of this.
You don't get to defy gravity yet.
I'm not Adina. I'm not Adele Dazeem. Do people get my Wicked references?
Oh, I get it.
Okay. That did absolutely fucking all. I just want this giant ball to go away. All right. Thank you. All right. Is this gonna do anything? We'll find out. No. I'm stuck. Great.
I'll hit the item box. Whatever that does.
Oh, I should have shortened that up. Damn it. I'm so dumb. Oh, wait. No, never mind. All according to Keikaku.
Fuck. I got it, Alan.
Well, then I suppose since I'm gonna die, fuck you, Jordan.
You guys, we should all just focus on Mir because he's like way up compared to all of us.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, you're not, but you should. I'm just.
I mean, you said that like immediately after I hit space, so it's like,
too late.
this is a terrific idea. Somehow, still.
And Jordan survived with the fucking sliver of health.
Yeah. Oddball. That one doesn't have like a weird path, does it?
No.
Yes, I think that's what it does.
Oh, nope, that just went into the hole. All right. Well then. Oh, I died. All right.
Protect me partially.
All right. I think Ven has this.
No, I don't. No. All signs point to no. Thanks, so homie.
Ah, you got the life advantage. That was like weaponized Jill. Did someone ban Shamsmer?
Bannon report. That didn't work at all.
You undershot that a little bit.
Love it.
Report. Spam, scams, or bots.
Awesome.
Spam. It's spam. Submit report. Well, since I'm dead, I can administer the Switch
Thank
channel.
you.
I'm glad you mentioned that out loud because I was opening the dashboard.
I have it up. Don't worry. I am also a semi-competent system administrator. No.
That did work.
That backfired a little bit.
Well, bit. But now we know for next time. Everyone gang up on Patrick.
The 2 level 70s, yeah. Give me my presents. Give me my Henry Twinkler.
He's really good in Barry, by the way. Yeah, Barry, very good show.
Barry?
Barry, Barry.
All right.
It's a dark comedy. About an assassin trying to leave his life behind and become an actor. It does not go well, but it's amazing.
All right.
I was gonna say, is there like capture the flag or something?
Right.
How would that even work in this?
I don't know. We haven't done Assassin in a while.
Assassin gets weird because it's like, yeah, everyone's just trying to kill one specific person.
You know, one specific person.
Why not? Why not? Ah, yes, a perfectly fair and balanced map.
As all things should be.
You go for the asymptote. I don't know where I want to stay.
Destroy my target. Who's my okay. Done.
Okay, my target's right over there. Oh, no damage on the people who are not your target. Very good. Okay, cool. Wait, how did you get down there?
I put all my shit in fuel.
Fair. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I put all my shit in like fuel and tread and armor, so.
I put it in damage. It doesn't seem to be doing much.
No, I don't think I failed the city. You failed.
That's about as far as I can move.
It's like rain on your wedding day. Wait, hold on.
Unfortunate, but not ironic. Oh, god damn it. Jordan's in the way again.
I don't even know what this does. Let's try it.
Snake!
Wow. Okay. I got XP for that. I'll take it. But
I don't know what the hell a shockwave is. Let's find out.
this is probably too much juice, isn't it?
Okay, no, shockwave is short range. Cool. Gotcha. So, right. Let's overshoot it a little bit.
Let's try that, I guess. Math?
At this hour? Math?
Ow.
No? No, okay. Okay.
Hey.
Hey, I got my target.
I got my target. Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Good clump, good clump.
Oh, I got.
The rules have changed.
Go on, Mr. Alert, clump on him.
Don't clump me. Alright. Nope. Maybe.
I dealt some damage, but yeah.
Alan wins. Hey. Silly balls.
I got extra snack. It's a python now.
Now Strider's gonna start assigning you tickets on the Lutris GitHub. Because you got Python. I like that one where it's like network engineer with Python experience immediately required, and there's just like a snake in the server room. Just a picture of a snake in the server rack. Need Python experience.
All right. You guys want to do a couple rounds of Stumble Guys?
You can?
Oh yes, yeah, I'm down for like one or two.
Yeah. Call it a night.
Yep.
All right. Tanks are fun, but we need a team.
Yeah, we need more people.
Yeah. Now people just gonna show the fuck up out of nowhere all of a sudden.
Stumble buddies. Update queued. Okay, update. It's
That's tiny.
Mine doesn't say it has an update, so I'll presume I've already done it.
probably. It keeps updating
Discover
stuff.
the new Stumble Pass.
There's several updates queued up apparently. Huh.
Traps and tricks. Oh, I gotta do my claim. Wait. Which one do I click?
Something free. Spin to win. Let's go.
Free
Free
price?
shit.
All right.
Yeah, I want my cereal box.
Super lucky wheel. Let's go.
Always with the pointless bullshit.
Right, I gotta turn on my hot pink DualShock, DualSense.
Oh, what do I do with tokens? Okay.
D&D pass. All right, activate. Oh, do I gotta like pay for it?
Yes.
All right. Do I have any new stuff? No. Endless
You
block
got the
dash.
one free spin.
Yep. Super lucky wheel. Super fucky wheel. Go. I gotta get my gems.
There you go. Press F6. There you go.
I got 5 stumble tokens. I still don't know what those are for.
Mm-hmm.
Their currency.
Yes.
Yes.
But like, what can I redeem? All right, party. You sent me an invite. What's the room code? 497924. I did it.
You did it.
All right, as Jordan just showed there, when you see the room code and you want to join.
Yeah, turns out it's real easy.
Yeah.
All right, I'm not warmed up at all for this. Let's go.
Yeah. We'll get some warm up
In my brain, we're still playing Shell Shock.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now is my controller working? This is the real question.
3D shell shock. Let's go.
Oh no, it's not. I gotta run. Blast it.
No.
No.
God damn it.
Ooh.
Got it. All right.
All right. It's so weird
Okay.
doing this with a keyboard.
Let's go.
Slip and slide, super geyser. No! I'm so used to doing this with a controller now.
No, fuck you.
Ah.
There we go.
Oh, all right.
Oh, god damn it. Hey. Barely made it through,
No,
but
I didn't
made
make it. I got stuck behind a sign. All right.
Oh no.
Oh, I think I need to restart the game if I wanted to use the controller. It's one of those.
It's usually fine because I use the mouse and the controller is still picking up, so.
But I turned on the controller after I started the game.
Oh, well, that's, yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah, that I believe too hard in Steam input and it failed me. Someone rolled the D20.
No! Seriously? You get eliminated if you get hit with a D20?
It's a bomb. You roll. It turns out you rolled a 1. Run, you little furry fuck. Patience, yeah. You gotta. Look,
No, I got
you got shoved.
Yeah, that's the end of that. Because we all got eliminated.
All right, who are we rooting for? I got alien guy.
Well, go ahead and restart your game.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that now. Blah.
There's someone called Arily Corneo.
I'm watching a sparkly polygon. Somebody's got a
Yeah.
car.
Someone's just fucking driving.
Yeah. All right.
Ian. I'm still rooting for Alien Man.
Well, Arily Corneo just fucked up. Alien Man's in the lead.
Go, Alien Man! I want to believe! I want to believe!
Yeah, Alien Man looks like he's got it. Yeah, you got it.
Yeah! I got one! Do that math. Fill out your character sheet, you freaking moron.
Oh, he's filling out a character sheet.
Or is it a tax form? I don't know. Okay, 2898868. Join. All right. Now, hopefully this should be working. If not, then I'm just gonna suffer.
This is like so haywire with the, like, this game truly expects you to play it, like, I guess, multiple times a day. This is what happens if you play for a couple of weeks.
Yeah,
It is an
it's some
Android
Skinnerbox
game.
shit. It's some Skinnerbox shit. It's just like popping shit up to like, ooh, gratification.
Gotcha game. Yeah.
Yeah, here's your little dopamine hit. So many of them. Don't you want more?
There's a Mr. Alert.
Hello.
Hi. What's up with your face?
It's attached to his skull.
Is that
That's
an existential question?
It can be if he wants it to be. I kept it vague. You
There
know,
we go.
part of their answer is how they interpret the question, you know, that kind of thing.
Okay.
There we go.
There we go.
Now, for real this time.
We got the practice run in, so
Right.
let's go.
Hey, I'm getting button prompts now, so I assume it picks up my controller. Amazing. Poor Scott, he's just getting pinged randomly by Patrick.
Yeah, I'm going to start timing Mirror out. If it keeps on out replying people who are not in the conversation.
Yeah, that's kind of rude, man.
Yeah, I think we got to do a little reinforcement training. I put it off long enough.
Whoop.
Yeah.
Wah.
Oh, god damn it.
Oof.
Right, let's do some cheats and get around the thing. There we go.
Oh god, that was risky.
Wah.
Done this shit before.
Woohoo!
No! Oh,
Hey, number 3. All right.
Oh god, I made it.
let's go.
Number 5.
Number 8 coming in.
Smack. Go, Harsh Baba, you dinosaur. Baba is you.
What?
Baba is not you
Okay.
on that one.
I really do want to try it, Mobile Suit Baba. It's like Baba meets Into the Breach. Because just, you know, fuck your brain, right?
All right.
Oh man, it's so much better when you have a controller.
You got to play it with your racing wheel.
No, I gotta use my leap motion. Oh, well, I get some redemption this time.
Your Razor Nostromo.
Oh god. Did anyone actually have that? Oh, nope.
There was that one person that kept sending us some hate mail about it. I'll take it.
Yep, that's where I'm at. I'll take it.
No, not the hole.
Not the hole.
That's the wrong hole. I don't want to go in that hole.
Number 2. Oh yeah.
Number 4.
Go Jordan. Go Jordan.
Yep, come on, man.
Oh, god damn it. Oh, right. This is the second round. I thought I had more time.
So you were chilling out?
No, but I thought I had a little bit more wiggle room than I did.
And the final round is the
Exploding.
survive the bombardment.
This is not one of my favorite ones. I'm glad I get to sit this
As long
one
as I
out.
don't get like some punk bitch knocking me off
Shoving
my...
you.
Yeah.
You got Bebop, you got Rocksteady next to you, man. Like, is it Bebop or Rocksteady? Which one was the pick?
Get this motherfucker away from me. I'm going to get over on this motherfucker.
Oh, there's a message in a bottle. Are you gonna send an SOS?
Get away from me, you little
Send
dick.
an
All right, fine, that was me.
SOS. I hope that someone gets my...
Massage in a bottle. Yeah, bomb. Fuck.
It's just Alan.
Just Alan.
It's just Alan.
Happy Thanksgiving. That jive turkey.
Come on, Star Wars lady.
There's a chicken.
No.
Wow.
No. What? All right, somebody's awake.
Good morning, Alan. This is your 3 a.m. wake up
morning.
call.
Oh.
You know, it'd be fun if they let like the dead people like control the cannons.
Yes, the grief engine.
Yeah. If I can't win, neither can you. Fuck you. It's a tale as old as time. If I'm having a bad time, you're having a bad time.
Oh, now we're down to 2.
Ooh.
Yeah,
It's pretty separated.
It's, Alan and the chick.
Dodgeball.
I think Alan. Oh, I think Alan has the edge here.
Yeah, he has more
Option
planks.
Yeah. There's also
There's a bit
shark.
more raft space where Alan is.
Oh, but he's. Oh, it's coming around his side.
Yeah,
no.
all the bombs are very close to Alan right now.
You're gonna earn this one.
This is some.
Yeah.
Whoa, no.
No, 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 no. In between a
Alan
rock and a hard
wins.
place. Ah.
Well played.
Yeah. I'm winner.
You are a wiener.
Your winner. Yeah, are we doing, we're doing the rest of the achievement bands.
all the
Yeah.
shit. Yeah.
I'm still good. This is like round 2 of Achievos.
Yeah. And they just keep going.
And then you start coming and they don't stop coming. This is why we stopped playing this fucking game. You spend more time waiting for shit to finish than you do for
I mean, you don't have to wait for it. You just click play. I'm the host, so I can click play whenever.
You broke the Twitch API. Apparently, game. There was an error connecting.
Valiant effort, Physera. So, yeah, we're going.
Alright. One more.
All right.
It did
Already found
interpret that as a
everyone, but
command.
There's wait time? There's a bunch of people playing it, I suppose. There we go.
Oh, I guess, I guess whoever dies first. Well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if we update the game or not. This is the last one anyways.
What?
On Twitch.
Oh,
No.
still alive. I'll take it.
I feel
Patience?
fantastic and I'm still
Yes.
alive. Still alive.
More patience.
No. Oh.
No. Damn it. Patience.
All right.
The fuck?
Patience.
What's wrong with you, patience?
Patience.
No. Neither of us. We both succumbed to not patience.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
You know what? At this point. No.
Qualify.
I made it to the very end too. I was there. All right. Well, Pedro and Alan, our hopes are all on you.
Okay, so Alan it is then.
No, it's all you, Pedro. And if you don't make it, we're going to be very disappointed in you. We're not mad. We're just disappointed.
That's good. That's okay. I'll take disappointed.
Look at him go.
Yes. Boost me
There, I
up.
found him.
Bad bombs. No, stay away.
Bad bombs, bad bombs. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they blow on you?
No.
Well, don't run
Fuck
into
it.
it.
You walked into that one, man.
Yeah.
Like
I did. I absolutely did.
now you're just fucked. Yeah,
Yeah.
This is called a fuck box, and you and
Goddamn
Pez
game.
are in
Fuck
the population. Yep.
Ah.
Oh, you got
I'll take
freed. You made it.
No,
One guy's gone like
Oh,
fucking
wow,
crazy.
you got
Oh,
shit.
all right, it
Mr.
is just Alan.
Yes. Yeah, no, I was stuck in there
Oh
for
shit!
a while.
It's peanut butter jelly time. I'm rooting for that guy. Wait. Okay, this one's fun. some Crash Bandicoot shit.
Yeah, this one's kind of like a front load boring, but it gets really interesting at the end.
Yeah.
I'll shut my
me
whore
off.
mouth. All right.
Go banana. Come on, Banana Man. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly.
OMG.
This dude's got time to emote.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just the deep end.
Oh, we got fucked.
And he's out.
The end. Someone has their emojis unlocked. Or other emotes unlocked. There's other Alan.
Skelly boy.
Not anymore. We got Samurai and Samurais versus Zombies. Samurai Zombie Nation.
The zombie is playing a dangerous game.
Ooh, Smikies.
And the zombie won.
Zombies win. Dabbing zombie.
Oh, dude, it's such a like legitimate strat in this game. It's just like patience.
What? Yeah, just wait.
Yeah.
Sometimes though,
wait.
sometimes it fucks you over because sometimes the impatient person will just get bashed right into lead.
I know you said that was the last one, but I won't play one more.
Okay.
Just one more.
One more. Okay.
One more. I'll get it out of my damn system.
One more.
Alan already rage quit. Oh, never mind.
Yeah. My heart's not into it, but I'll do it for you, baby.
I just want to finish one, man.
I listen. I'm not even that hopeful.
I wasn't 15 seconds. This game full of shit.
Next up.
The game is called Stumble
Stumble
Guys.
Someone gets this. Says it in the window.
Yeah. I
That's
keep
the
wanting
thing.
to call it
I
Stumble
want to call it
Buddies.
Stumble Buddies so bad.
That's what
It's-
it's
it's
called, yeah.
It's a better name. Hey,
Okay,
welcome
Pedro,
back.
you get to redeem yourself.
Fuck's sake.
Yeah, you either like make it through flawlessly or you just get like fucked in like some stupid ass corner. Oh
Okay.
yeah, baby.
That was right in that bomb. No.
Oh god,
Okay,
that was
this time
some
I'm going
spicy
around
bullshit.
the other side. Fuck that. All right.
Okay. Oh really? That's how we're playing this game.
What? Reset me, goddamn.
I'll take it. I'll take number 5.
Oh, all right. Rage quit.
Oh god, I made it
There we go.
somehow. After like getting ping ponged over a million years.
Everyone's getting ping ponged, so yeah.
Kiss me, baby. Kiss me, daddy.
Boom, boom, boom.
Wait, some guy has like a ghost team? What is going on with this game? What is with these cosmetics?
Money.
Money.
Right? Pay money to look fly as hell.
It's just like I could never imagine this like being my game, you know?
Oh god damn it.
Like 10, 15 minutes of this, and I'm like, I'm good. Or okay,
it
here's a better way
seems
of
to lend itself to the like short playtime because it's a phone game.
I think a better way to put it for me is I couldn't imagine like wanting to flex in this game. Like who are you impressed in? Damn it, Jordan.
No!
No.
Oh! Just as I respawns. We
Oh, we all died.
Wow.
Okay.
It's just not in the cards tonight.
No. Turns out people have like gotten good and we're the scrubs.
Yes. We play this occasionally, and that's it.
Yeah, I'm not a 7-year-old and this is my one game that I have.
Apparently, this game gets significantly easier after midnight.
But it's always
Yeah, because it's bedtime.
4 p.m.
Yeah.
somewhere.
I think midnight.
Oh, someone's going for the. Oh, Brian
Wow.
Paul went for the fucking skip.
Huh.
Brian Paul.
Holy
like,
shit.
Yeah, this is
Brian
somebody's
Paul has been
game.
playing this for a while.
Someone knows. Someone knows you
speedruns
can make
this
that
shit.
jump if you. Yeah, damn. All right. Holy moly. Someone's not fucking around.
Fuck no. Oh, you're dead to me, Brian.
got
Kruby.
clipped.
Kruby.
Oh.
He lost.
Okay,
he
the
lost
status-
because he got clipped.
Dude,
Yeah, fucking Barbie, man.
do
All
you
right.
want your like you can feel that rage quit. You can feel that controller bouncing around a wall.
Yeah, that controller went against the fucking wall, right? Like,
Or the phone did.
yeah,
Or the
like,
phone did, yes.
I'm just saying that was probably dangerous to electronics, everybody.
I felt that in my soul, man. I was there. It's like you had it, and then
I thought we
That
were
feels
witnessing
bad.
some of that
feels
Dead by
real
Daylight
bad.
yeah, it's some
pro
fucking
stretch
Ada shit. Yeah.
Nah, was not to be. That was unfortunate, but hey, man. All right, people, we got microwave lasagna to eat.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I got tostadas.
Tostadas? Are they microwave though?
No.
Oh,
Those are toaster.
Then they're micro wattas,
Microwattas, yes.
not tostadas.
you know, like maybe with your fancy AI microwave that has no on it somewhere when it detects tostadas, you know, like it won't start.
No, it's one of those combo air fryer microwaves that detects tostadas and like configures to the appropriate mode. You spent like $7,000 on this microwave, man. It's got to do something.
I'm about to say, dude, like if there, okay, under and over, does that exist? Is there a combo microwave air fryer?
Oh, there actually are. Yeah,
Okay.
those exist. They kind of suck at both.
Well, I mean, if you're stuck and you can only get one appliance, like
Yeah.
I'd rather have suck something than.
Oh, I got to spin. I'm gonna spin to win.
Always been
Common or better.
I don't
I got
want
Pirate
the
Heat,
season
okay.
pass game.
I don't want to engage with these AV1 on Linux Sparkle comments, but like, you get shit like, as far as I know, the binary drivers only existed just for launch. The normal drivers are been merged, and I'm like, it's like, where do I even start with that? Trying to explain the difference between the open source and binary drivers. How do you even approach? There's no point in even trying to approach that. Like, because that motherfucker's going to argue, and you can't argue with that level of The one thing I did find about
Confidently
Intel
wrong.
drivers, though, Intel's official page to download the Linux drivers says there's not been an update since 2023, but apparently there's been like 6 updates.
Great.
And this isn't the
Consistent.
Yeah, this is not the buried in their website. This is the page to download the binary drivers. That has all the information and it tells you the current status. And Intel's like, yeah, it can't be asked. Get fucked. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, enjoy the rest of your weekend. If you got any left, put some shit in the
Smoke 'em.
microwave. Be a rebel. You know, microwave some
Microwave your
soup.
pot.
Make some butter.
Yes, put something in the microwave and smoke it.
Yeah, it's easy
I mean, that's
enough
easy enough to do. Yeah, 20 minutes. Yeah, on the microwave. Whatever's in there is smoking.
I mean, you can make some bad Crispies, man. Just toss in a little ball of foil. You'll be
I
all right.
remember what someone gave a speech at grade school once. It was like how to make your own fog machine, and the instructions were put a bag of popcorn in the microwave for 15 minutes, and you will get a fog machine.
You got to be careful, man. I don't know how universal is the popcorn microwave. Like, has
The
anybody
popcorn
encountered the microwave that had the popcorn in there way too long, and everything.
Oh,
and all,
it smells. It's in the
it
plastic.
just like permeates it, and anything cooked in that microwave will have a slight hint of Orville and Redenbacher attached to it. I've came across 2 of those. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Good night, Twitch.
Bye. There it goes.
Cocaine Voltron needs a thicker ass.